Yeah, I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. Going deaf from explosions. Everywhere. Their blood is flowing in the oceans. Our hearts are numb from trying to care. Trying to care. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. NGC. Put down your weapons. Somewhere in Time Heroes. Come together in a
All
circle of love. Yeah. La, 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 la.
Yeah, I did this specially for you, All Sun. Catherine, hello, Catherine.
Soon, when the smoke and dust is lifted, and all the rubble has been cleared, and all the bodies will be sifted, that ghosts will walk around for years.
Hot diggity.
Years and years, yeah. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. I got this message from angels above. Come together.
Morgan. Hello, Connie. I didn't see you there. You're holding the circle.
Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second, people. Hold on. All right, okay. Oh, I imagine it's going to be very quiet tonight because everyone's having their barbecues and out with their families and everything. And in this Memorial Day, hold on. Hi, Karen. Karen Kaiser. Okay, hi, Karen. Okay, greetings. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. I'm just going to put on the tune again. Hold on, I have to do something. Bear with me. Bear with me, please. I'm just getting settled. We're just getting settled here. Okay, that's better. Okay, where is this compass straight? Oh, no barbecues, no. Well, you know what we're going to do. We're going to toast everything on the Lumination campfire. Just like this.
I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
No death, no explosions. Whoa, wait a minute. Someone's talking to me. I hear you very loudly. Guess what? Laura Ellen Smith. Wow, I got to get a highlighter. Stay right there, people. Try to care. Got this message from angels above. Wow, magic, just like magic. Mm-hmm. Put down your weapons and download your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La 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 la. There you go, just like magic. Isn't that amazing? You just got yourself a reading. It's that easy, people. MC. MC. Hello, greetings, greetings. And Mary Hudson, too. Good evening, Mary. Mary is Martin, and Mom's here. Hi, Mom. Good to see you. Welcome, Mom. Hi, Mom. Thank you so much. Little Cap's around. I got this message from angels. Little Cap. Yay. Put down your weapons and unload. Yes, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Tower Illumination space machine right here. We've all got our own on this show. On this show, everybody gets their own SpaceX machine. It's just like you get your own Tesla car, your own hybrid digital electric scooter, your own space scooter, and your own spacesuit. It's fantastic. Yeah. You see, you guys know each other better than I know you guys. Hold on, let me just do something here. I need to put a little pause to the tunes. Okay. So, yeah, I was going to say, you guys know each other a lot better than Terra Illumination knows you guys. And that just seems to be how it is. And that's okay. Hold on, everything got frozen up here. I had to reboot everything. Give me a second. Yeah. Oh, All Sun wants his own planet as well. Jeepers. You're very, very demanding, All Sun. Your own planet, your own spaceship, your own suit. Gosh. Next, you're going to want your own solar system. I mean, where does it end? Where does it end? Oh, hello, Elizabeth Russell. Elizabeth. With a Z. Elizabeth. Elizabeth Russell. Okay, there we go. I got you. Tina Miller. Hello, Tina. Yes, gotcha. I gotcha. Giggle. Giggle is in the house. Oh my gosh. I don't think you've been around for a while, have you? I think you have, but maybe I missed. Oh, love to. Laura Ellen, you're going to have to tell us more. Do it properly. Make a video and send it over here, and we'll put it on the channel. You can tell us all about it. How about that? You think you're going to MC? Wow. Is MC a planet? MC, are you actually your own planet? Do you need a passport to get to MC? Can I just use my driving license? Is there a border guard? Is there some kind of like customs or excise things that we have to get? Also, is it bring your own bottle, or are you going to be providing? That's what I'd like to know. It's very important. Humayara, Humayara Raman. Humayara, Humayara. Such a cool name. Yay. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, just have a look. It's so pretty, isn't it? Look, there's a solar system right there. There's Saturn. There's another kind of Saturn. There's Jupiter with a lot of moons. There's a fat star. There's a shooting star. This is my own personal spaceship here. You can see all suns over here. Giggle has her own over here. Whose is this one? I don't know. Some of you guys are going to have to some of you guys are going to have to team up and share the spaceships. Okay. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 spaceships that we have to share between us. Okay. So there you go. Queen of Water. Oh, I got you. I see you. Queen of Water. Who else am I missing now? I miss Angie Control. Oh, I got you, Angie. Okay, Angie's talking very, very loud. I hear you very loudly, Angie. Thank you so much. There you go. My gosh, it's amazing a system, isn't it? Uh-oh. Well, thanks, Olson. You must be really collected. I mean, there's a lot of planets out here. Have a look. Have a look. Look at all that. Hold on, I'll come back to you, Laura. Don't worry. Look at all that. This is outer space. All Sun has figured out a way to monetize outer space. If you can believe that. That is mind-boggling. He's creating a toll road between every planet, every star, every solar system. Now, I get dibs on this one. This is my own private craft. But the rest of these, here, here, and here, and let's see if there's any others. Yeah, there's this one here and here. There's a little one here. You'll have to share. You'll have to share. Sorry, people. Sorry, I'm still collecting names to see who gets to go on the mystery tour. Blue Mystery. Wow. Okay. Oh, you sound like one of those really super luxury smartphones. The Blue Mystery. The Blue Mystery S10. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. So much, so amazing. To be a mystery yourself. Isn't that amazing? But you have to pay with chocolate. I mean, does chocolate actually work in outer space? That's a real problem. You have to think about these things, all Sun. You have to have a universal currency. Actually, chocolate is a universal currency, isn't it? Now I think about it. Who does not like chocolate? Right? There you go. So it works. Yeah. Yeah. Delia Hogan. Oh, I got Delia Hogan. Okay, thanks, Delia. Delia Hogan. Good evening and welcome. Yes. Good evening and welcome. I better put, hold on, let me put the titles up here, folks. We don't know who we are. We're going to get lost. Lost in space, people. I don't know. I got inspired with this, and that's why I was watching Lost in Space on my streaming system here. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So yes, this is so those of you who are, I have a feeling most of you guys are regulars. I think you've done this before. This is Terrorlumination, as you know, and this is Sunday Night Live, as you know. It is Sunday, May 27th, 2018, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And for those of you in the Philippines or South Africa or Denmark or I don't know, Australia, you know, I know it's going to be different time zones, but this is just a general hello to everybody. Gosh, or it's a whole bunch of old timers here tonight, isn't it, people? I guess you guys get first dibs anyway on the Astro Jets here and here. Look at this little planet. This was a beautiful planet. This is like Jupiter over here. There's plenty of room, by the way. There's plenty of room on all these planets. Okay, hold on. Old Twilight Zone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've heard of that. Hold on. Let me put this one on. I've got Rodarius is here. Good evening, Rodarius. I've got to start a whole new page just for you. Rodarius. Rodarius, I'll just put DD. No one's going to get you confused with anybody else. So don't worry. It's all right. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You've already had your barbecue and bonfires and s'mores. Okay. Well, I'm just going to light the fire here at Terra Lumination. Here. We're going to put on some marshmallows over here. Okay, here's the marshmallow sticks. I think I'll put 3 on here. Okay, that's supposed to be a marshmallow. 3 marshmallows on a stick. Okay, so those can be smoking and getting those nice little charred edges over there. Over here, I think we're going to have some hot dogs on sticks. Here we go. I'll put 2. I'll put each. You each get your own stick. Okay, everybody gets their own stick for their hot dogs. There's the hot dogs. Okay, and everyone, you guys over here, you get one, and you get one. Okay, that one's a squidgy one. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. So we'll put some more. What else do they put on bars? Some people put on chicken legs and things, don't they? That's right. Let's do it. And they barbecue roasted chicken legs. So I'll put some chicken legs over here. There we go. Okay, let's put 3 chicken legs on that one. Yes. And then there's another one over here. Okay, so the flames are toasting away, and we got little smoky bits on there. And I'm just going to put a little jar of mustard over here. M for mustard. And another one, this is a squidgy jar. You have to squidge your own ketchup out of the top. You know what they look like. And this is the K for the ketchup. And over here is the R for the relish. Okay, this is the squidgy tops like they have, you know. Okay, so there we go. I hope you got your own buns. Okay. And for dessert, we'll just put over here, this is a selection box of chocolates, and anybody can dip in. And these can be used as free passes for the toll roads recently set up by Allsun because he's trying to monetize the solar system. This is chocolate over here. Oh, we have to have some beer. We have to have some beer and wine and iced tea. So here's the iced tea. Okay. With a nice straw. Iced tea. And over here, we're going to have the beers. Okay, this is a custom, as you can tell. As you can tell, this is a custom handmade artisanal beer. This is not your suds kind of stuff. This is the really good stuff. And we're going to have a special little thing right on the side. And this is like special reserve. Terra Lumination is willing to offer his own flask tonight. Yes, just for those who need an extra special treat on the side, like this. And this is very, very high grade, high octane TL Love Tribe whiskey. I know. But this is the kind of stuff that you do this behind the scenes. This is kind of like hush hush, okay? So those are the marshmallows. Those are the chicken drumsticks. Those are the hot dogs. Mustard, ketchup, and relish. Chocolates for later on. The special flasks, beer, and iced tea. So that covers everything. Oh, Cornbread. We forgot the cornbread. That's usually pretty good at barbecues, isn't it? What else? Baked beans. No, forget that. Okay, let's have a look. Steamed broccoli with lemon. Whoa. Hi, Lena is here. Greetings, Lena. I was waiting for you. We were waiting. Lena, good evening. No green effects. Good evening, Lena. Clarice Guy. Clarice Guy. Sorry, I got very distracted there by food. I couldn't stop thinking about food. Oh, well, you can have vegan. FB, don't worry. You know, they make very, very good vegan fake sausages these days. And they're just like this. They taste just the same. You know, they have knobbly bits inside them and different colors and spices. It's just like the real thing. Danielle Duval. Danielle Duval. Okay, another movie star in the house. Danielle Duval. Danielle Duval. Let's have a look. Have I missed anybody? No, I think I got you guys. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Oh, you know what? What's that stuff they put? Chili. I forgot the chili. This is kind of starting to sound like those hot dog stands they have over at Costco. I'll put the chili over here. And this is cornbread. And these are vegan. This is a vegan sausage. So don't worry. We got all you guys covered. Salad. We forgot the salad. I'm sorry. Let's put some salad over here. I got to have some green leaves. Green leaves in a bowl with some bits of tomato and all your favorite salad ingredients. You know, pickles, olives, kale, quinoa. I'm going to put that in a big bowl. Okay, there's the salad bowl. That's the salad. Okay, this is chicken drumsticks. These are real meat, okay? We're not messing around here. These are real meat. Marshmallows, this is for later. This is Alson's custom homemade chocolate. That's the beer, that's the iced tea. I better spell it just in case people are late and they don't know what we're doing here. Vegan sausage and meat. These are meat. This is mustard. Okay, so this is so there's no confusion, anybody. Ketchup and relish. Gotta have the relish. Now, what else is missing? There's gotta be something missing. That's what Sharon cooked today. This is Sharon's recipe for the day. Well, what do you know? Isn't that amazing? I hope you're feeling hungry, people, because we got lots. We got lots and lots and lots. Okay, you're pretty hungry. You're pretty good. Oh, chips, chips, Lena, of course, chips. I'll just put a big bag of chips here, like this, and it's going to be open at the top. And these are going to be the chips on the inside. Chips. Thank you, Lena. What a great idea. I didn't know. I totally forgot about the chips. There you go. So now you got your chips. And there's multiple flavors. There's sour cream, there's barbecue, there's salt and vinegar, there's plain and regular and classic, and then there's artisanally crafted salt and pepper. How about that? Potato salad. Oh, have we got any room for potato salad? This is green salad. So potato salad is going to look kind of like lumpy squares, isn't it? So let's make it look like lumpy squares. You know, the stuff you get out of a bucket. The bucket, you know, big buckets of ready-made potato salad that you can get from the grocery store for picnics. It's perfect for picnics, which is what we're doing here. And they usually come in square boxes. So I'm going to make this one square. That's the potato salad. Thank you so, so much. I forgot. I mean, you can't do this without potato salad. Oh, brownies. I don't know. Onions. Oh my gosh, the onions. Yes, there's got to be a little room for the onions up here. I'll put a little tray. Well, these are just going to be free floating onions. There's not enough room. Remember, it's getting pretty crowded here and very smoky. All right. So I'll just put some onion rings over here. Over here. Onion rings. There we go. Okay, that's got. I think we've pretty much got everything. No farting next to an open fire. Good thinking, Giggle Glimmer. By the way, you're going to be on security and safety duty tonight. You get to hold the fire extinguisher. Yay. Yay. I know. I mean, we're going to get stuffed. There's so much food here. It's infinite supplies. And this is all built and designed to survive in outer space. So there you go. Okay. Ooh, ghost stories. Oh, gosh. Elizabeth Oliver, if you know a really good ghost story, record it on a little video and send it to Terra Lumination. Duh. I spelt it wrong. Wait a minute. There's Elizabeth. There's two Elizabeths here. Aha. Aha. Elizabeth Oliver. Okay. Yes. And of course, a salute to all who served. If you have family in the military who have passed on, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. I had family in the military and they have passed on. I thank them. I thank them. We would not be enjoying our good life here in the United States without those people. Thank you very much. Thank you for reminding us. We salute you. We salute you. I know. I feel stuffed. I feel complete. I mean, I feel stuffed just looking at it. I have to tell you, the thing that I'm really looking forward to later on, this is this is just tiny little sips. There's only little tiny sips allowed. This is for the Terra Illumination Love Tribe secret sippers, okay? I know, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, I could eat this piece of paper just as it is. All right, let's see if I missed anybody. I think I missed someone. Hold on, let's have a look. Did I get Sharon Teo earlier? I think I missed you, Sharon. Hold on. Yes, I did. I did. I missed you. Hi, Sharon. Greetings. Uh-oh, I've got to remember something. Hold on, I forgot. Angie Cottrell, you're getting a reading. I forgot about that. Stay there. Don't go away, Angie. Angie Cottrell. I'll just do it like this. Like that. How about that? Is that good? Is that good for you? Lenora Lawson. No, I got you earlier, didn't I? I love to see who's here. Love seeing who's here. No, I didn't. Sorry, Lenora, I didn't. Who's the other one? Who's the other movie star who's here tonight? Hold on, we've got a movie star in. There's a movie star. Where is she? Danielle Duval. That's right. And you're the other one. Who did I miss? Oh, I just missed you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's going really fast now. I got to catch up. Stay with me. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. Don't go away. Oh, hold on. I missed somebody. Lenora Lawson. There you are. Lenora Lawson. Lenora, I'm just going to advise you, please watch out. Be very, very careful tonight. There are a lot of toll roads here between the different planets and the stars. And All Sun is working the system here. He's trying to make as much money as he can while he can as the planetary global master of ceremonies. Hold on. Ivona, good evening. It's very early. No, it's New Jersey time for you. You're in New Jersey, aren't you, Ivona? Yeah. Lena Kiva. Okay. Okay, Lena Kiovic, Kiovic, Kiovich, Kiovich. Lena Kiovich. I'm just going to say Lena Kiovich. Okay, I hope you're all right with that. Lena, there's two Lenas here tonight. Oh my gosh. K-O-Vithich. Vichith. Okay, I'm trying to spell it phonetically. Lenora is here. It's official. Yes, thank you, Lenora. We got that. I got you. So you don't have to feel left out. We did get you. All right. Let's have a look. So, all right. We're kind of getting carried away with ourselves here. Let's have a look. Somebody just threw a bomb in the room. What are you doing, Laura? Rohit. Oh, wait a minute. There's Aaron Smith. Hold on. I forgot Aaron and Rohit. Aaron Smith and Rohit. Where did Rohit go? Hi, everyone. Hi, Rohit. Hi, Rohit. Good evening. Now, you're from India, aren't you? Are you not from India? Now, I got you, Elizabeth Russell, over here. Hold on. I got you. I know I got the other Elizabeth. Yeah, there you are. I got you, Elizabeth. You're over here. There you are. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Seriously, Giggle. You know, there are children that watch this show. I'm letting you know that, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. It's a lovely, lovely evening here. So over here in my little neck of the woods, it's party time. They don't even know what they're partying about, but it is a holiday weekend, so they're partying. It's basically a bunch of college kids next door, and they've got rock bands and everything playing, and lots of like beer drinking competitions and things like that. Wait a minute, Abby, 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 Abby C. Good evening, Abby C. Abby, there we go. I got you. Thank you, Abby. Oh, Tina found the Shiraz. Well, please pass it around. You know what? Let's make this a really upscale, classy party weekend barbecue. It's not just beer and iced tea and whiskey. We're going to have classy wine. We're going to actually have some wine, and I think we've got enough room over here. Now, the glasses might crack because it's getting so close to the fire. And there we go. That's the wine over here. All right, so cheers. Cheers, everybody. That's for those of you who are very, very sophisticated and very, very picky, and you don't really feel like you want to hang out with the beer and whiskey and iced tea crowd. That's okay. You know, you can have your own little turf over here. It's okay. There's no discrimination on this show, okay? Yeah. So, Patron. Oh, Patron, yes. Now we're starting to get very selective. Again, there's not enough room. Catherine Lopez, did I get you earlier? Wait a minute, Catherine. I don't think I did. Did I just see you show up? Catherine Lopez, where are you? Did you come in early? Yes, you were there early. I got you. I thought so. All right, so far this evening, with your kind generosity, which speaks extremely loudly here, it works very well at Terra Lumination when you do those super chats. We have a private reading coming up for Angie Cottrell. And we have a private reading coming up for Laura Ellen Smith because you decided you know how money talks and how to buy yourself to the front of the line. Now, we'll see how all this goes in a little bit. Lydia Molina. Oh, wait a minute. We got more people. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Slow down. I mark one. I mark one. Yes. See, we are pretty classy here. I mark. Very sophisticated crowd. I mark one. What about mark two? And the enlightened child. The enlightened one. I don't have enough room for your whole name, so I'm just going to put the enlightened one. And I missed somebody. I missed somebody. Oh, where are you? I had Lydia. Lydia Molina. Okay, there you are. Well done, Gemini. Well, that's interesting because I was going to start asking those special questions in a moment, folks. Who's that from? Patty's son in Pisces Cancer. Patty's son. I'll just put Patty. Patty's son. Okay, let's just put Patty's son like that. Okay. There you go. I hope we got that right. Lydia, newbie in the house. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do. And well, you know what? Hello. Most people don't announce that they're a newbie because what happens is there's a very high chance that you'll get hazed. I'm sorry, we do that on this show. We're kind of ruthless. We kind of take giddy pleasure in hazing the newbies. Lydia Molina. Welcome, Lydia Molina. Is love coming in? Oh, yeah, big time. Valentina. Valentina. Lydia Molina. Wow, Lydia, you learn very quickly, don't you, Lydia? Thank you so much. Well, guess what? Guess what, Lydia? Because I was already going to do it. Welcome. That's an I, by the way, and that is an L. Oh, I can't even read it. Excuse me. Lydia, I thank you. Love, love, love. Oh, it's so easy. All right, so, okay, let's figure out another reading here. Who? Maria. Oh, hi, Maria. Hold on, I got to get you down too. Wait a minute. You just put in fine. What? Okay, well, fine. Maria, hi, Maria. I didn't get you earlier. There we are. I got you now. Okay. Well, thank you, and thank you again. Wow. Valentina F. Okay. So we got 3 people lined up for public readings tonight, including newbie Lydia, Laura Ellen Smith, and Angie Cottrell. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Let's just go back. Let's clean up the decks a little bit. I would like to ask a question because we've kind of got into a habit here. Now, this is going to happen on the honor system. Who? You're going to get one. Oh, hi, Cote. Let me just put you down on the list here. Cote Monazinka. Greetings, Cote. Okay. So, okay, I have a question for you. Yes, we're going to get to a group reading, but I want to know, just for fun, this is just for kicks. I'm going to ask the question, and then the first person who answers will get it. Now, you have to, this is on the honor system, okay? It's on the honor systems, and you have to be ready to go. Who here tonight you're born with a Scorpio moon? Okay. Okay, go. Who is born with a moon in Scorpio? Who is born with moon in Scorpio? I'm waiting. It has about a 20-second delay. So any minute now, any minute now, any minute now, any minute now. Olsen. Okay, hold on. Interesting. Usually things move very, very quickly when I ask the big questions. Compass Starlight. Scorpio moon. Okay, you got it. Compass Starlight. Compass Starlight. I don't think I got you earlier, did I? No, I didn't. You just showed up out of nowhere, didn't you? Wow. Oh, no, there you are. Wait a minute. Is that a different name? Straight? Compass Starlight. I got Compass Straight something. Are you the same person? Compass Starlight and Compass Straight. Are there two compasses here tonight? I don't get it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait a minute, Olson. You don't have to pass. I freaking owe you one. I should just give you one anyway. This is just going to be anyway, okay? And you are the same person. Okay, so my glasses don't work very well. So you're getting one. So Olson's getting one. Compass Starlight is getting one. Where's my highlighter? And where is the new one? Right over here. Where Lydia is getting one. Did I get everybody? Yes, it is, Lydia. It is your lucky day. Valentina wants a reading. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're booked up with 4 right now. I could probably handle one more reading. Hey, Cote, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna pour my own glass of Shiraz a little bit later on tonight once I start getting wiped out. And I just see, now everybody needs a reading. What am I supposed to do? Everybody wants a reading now. Oh gosh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sometimes I just want to abandon the general group reading and just do lots of little ones for everybody, one at a time. Me. It's all about me. 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 I want one. 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 Okay, Olson wants me to give his away. Okay. So we've cleared up some room. So maybe we go down into the freebies and the charities. Okay, we're just doing all the ones. Okay, let's put it this way. Who here is the most desperate tonight? How about that? Let's just do it like that. Who here tonight is absolutely desperate? You need deep soul healing that can only come from a Tarot Illumination Sunday Night Live reading. Who is the most desperate person here? Yeah, who is it? Who is the most desperate? Hi, Mark, you don't want one. Okay, all right, fair enough. Karen Kaiser is desperate. Okay. Well, of course, you've just admitted that to everybody now. Lydia, you've already got one. You're already getting a reading. You're already getting a reading. Calm down, Lydia. Calm down. Please. Now, somebody said, who was that who just was screaming out there? They're the most desperate of all. Karen Kaiser, you were the first. Oh no, Valentina. Valentina and Karen Kaiser. Wow, that's going to pile up a lot. Valentina, Karen Kaiser, Valentina. Okay. Oh gosh. You know, we just do this. Okay, this is we're just doing these out of sheer pity. Okay, this is just pity. Wait a minute, who's the other one? I got the other one. I saw you earlier. It said, hold on, I got to go back because there was one of you was screaming out. Well, I got you already, Lydia. And I got you already. And the other one was Karen Kaiser. That's right, Karen Kaiser. All right, that's probably about all I can handle. I got 5 lined up for tonight. Okay, so these are the 5. I don't know whether to continue. Can think you're the lucky ones or the ones who are going to get all hazed in public. Here you go. This is the crowd. Some of you are paying through the nose, and I appreciate that. Some of you are getting a complete free ride on the back of other people. There you go. Isn't that a wonderful thing how it all works? You know, it's like getting a piggyback. It's like just getting like a little piggyback ride, you know? If you can't handle it, if you can't do it yourself, it's all right. All right. All right, so let's get on with things, people. I'm going to set these names aside here. So we've picked a bunch of random readings on Bizarre. There's no real clue about how we do this, but anyway, there's a bunch of names in here, 5 readings, okay? I need a sip of water. This is very, very thirsty work. As you know, Tarot Lumination works around the clock, 24/7, 365, to provide you with your wonderful tune-ups. I think all of this stuff we're doing here is like repairs and maintenance. This is kind of like an auto tune-up shop. That's what we're doing here, you know? Yes, the fun is beginning. FB, you are new. Hold on, I got to get the other names. Jake from State. Jake from the State. Welcome, Jake. Now, I thought it would be a very quiet night, but we got 40-something people here. Wow. Jake from State. I'm just going to put Jake State, okay? Because there's just not enough room. I have to do 2 columns, you see? Jake. All right, there we go. So I got you, Jake. What's all this new stuff, Grinning Giggles? It prints out the little squiggly faces now. Over here, it's telling me that you are grinning. I get it. Angela Cole. Angela Cole. All right, Angela. Well, let's have a look. We're going to do the group reading, all right? So let's have a look, people. I don't know about you. Before I get into it completely, I just wanted to remind everybody, these are the calendar moments ahead coming up for June, and we're heading into some stuff right now. I'm just going to slide this over in front of you. This is just for, you know, a little bit of filler because I'm trying to get in the mood to be more serious because we're going to do some incredibly important, very, very serious stuff here in a moment. It's going to be a group reading for the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe, okay? But so for now, mark your calendars coming up in June, right at the end of the month, May 30th, June 1st and 2nd. Big, fat, grand water trines. Yay, yay, yay. Good for everybody, all right? And we'll come back June the 6th, around that time. Some very hard squares Gemini and Pisces. Basically, this Gemini Sun and Neptune in Pisces. And there's a whole, I'll just do this quickly. June 10th, June 14th, 15th, around the 21st, around the 23rd. There's just a whole mother cluster of T squares on top of T squares, oppositions on top of T squares. And it is like riptides. It's like deep undercurrents. You think you're going to surf this way, and then the wave pulls you that way. You think you're going to go up the wave, and then you get crashed down. So be very, very careful through June. I know that the June energy is fun, you know, with Gemini and everything. And we got the big full moon coming up. It should be a really fun full moon. Gemini, Sagittarius in general, with the Mars and Aquarius and things like that. But there are some serious rip currents going on in the background. So be very, very, very careful. It could be very easy to slip up in the mud while you're doing your party dancing around the campfire. All right. It's very volatile. We've got also Mars and Aquarius. Mars and Aquarius is in a very hard square with Uranus and Taurus pretty much the whole month. It's very, very tough. Just letting you know, these are just little weird. I don't know if you can even see these or if you want to even bother, but I'm just letting you know that. Okay, there we go. All right, let's actually get down to something serious and important. Because after all, that's why we're here. Actually, let's put this aside. I'm going to put this over here and this over here because we need lots of room, people. We need lots of room. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. Now, remember, this is for everybody, okay? This is just a group thing, and it's going to be read by Tarot Illumination on the understanding that there is a group vibration, and we're calling it the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. And guess who invented that one? She's right here in the house tonight. Abby, step forward and take a bow. Abby herself invented the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. So there you go. And that's why we are all here tonight. We are here because Abby invented this bizarre thing called the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. So there you go. And you can reinterpret that however you want. Okay? I like to think of it as all of us on a nice, happy, magical mystery tour bus. That's what I like to think. Yes. Yes. Yes, thank you, Abby. Abby stepping forward. Take a bow. Take a bow, Abby. Thank you very much. MC is clapping. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right. Oh. Lena is freaking out. She might need a lot of tissues from laughing too much, and she might be throwing up in a moment as well. It happens at parties like this. Things get pretty out of control. Okay? Yes. See, thank you so much, Abby. Yes. Tina Miller wears her own freak hat proudly. Well done. Well done. By the way, it's cool to be freaky. That's what we do here. You know what? I'm going to put this on the side. I want this to look sort of cool like this. You know, like it's some kind of like deliberately designed to be cool this way. And I can just chill over here a little bit more. All right, there we go. You see, the thing is, the way the lighting works here on the sound stage, it gets really bright more here and darker over here. Sometimes it's too bright. And right now we need a lot of room. All right. Precious, I just thought that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to you tonight, Precious. Maybe I owe you one anyway. I don't know. Let's just see how much energy we got here, okay? All right, you know the routine. I'm going to use the same spread we use in the general readings. They'll be coming up by the end of this week. I know it's kind of last minute, but you know, at least they'll be there soon enough, okay? Thank you for all the support this month and all the private readings and bookings and all the donations and all the views and all the subscribes and likes. It's fantastic. Thank you so, so much. All right, here we go. Cards are well shuffled, and they were well shuffled in advance too, so that you know we're going to be clear. Now, everybody, I would ask, you can do this however you want. Once I get started here and things start rolling, TL gets kind of lost in a bit of a weird trance. It's like I end up shut up in outer space. And I'm just going to ask you guys to bear with me as I go through this. And you can all hang around and dance around the fire and eat your s'mores and dip your hot dogs into ketchup and do everything that you would normally do at your regular party. I just want to get you salivating a little bit here. Just want to keep you salivating for the good stuff. I'm just going to hold this here. Just smell that. Just smell the goodness. Can you smell the smoke from the fire? Can you hear the crackling? Can you look up and see the stars overhead? Can you see the deep, deep orange and the red in the flames? Yummy, 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 yummy. And thank you to all our soldiers who've taken care of us and protect us. All of you who died out there doing that. We celebrate you. This would not be here without you. Okay? So I'm just going to make this formal, official. I can't wait to indulge later on. Okay. Because Terra Illumination has not had dinner yet. Okay, bye-bye. There we go. Let's have a look. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay. Terra Illumination, Love Tribe. I love you guys. I thank you so much for being here. Please bring your own private escorts of angels, spirit guides, fairies, and elementals of all shapes and sizes that exist in your own private invisible world. Your invisible friends, your invisible teddy bears, your invisible pets, and all your loved ones from the past, and all your loved ones from the future to be. Here we go. Cards are shuffled. Cards are cut. All right. Here we go. Okay, this is the core heart energy. Okay, the heart knows what it wants and needs what it needs, and it's up to us in our conscious state to listen, 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 and love ourselves. Love thyself, nourish thyself, feed the heart, okay? It takes care of us every single beat of the day, every single beat, thousands and thousands, millions of beats by the time we pass on. Over here is the energy of legacy. What are we bringing in with us here? Where did we all come from? What have we brought in? Are we all stressing out? Are we all excited? Had the big shifts and changes? We've had a lot of huge shifts and changes recently. The big Saturn into Capricorn thing, the brand new shift of Uranus into Taurus. We had the eclipses earlier. We had the big cluster of Pisces stuff, which was very hard for a lot of people. Then we had a big cluster around the Taurus new moon. That was very tough for folks. And now, like I showed you in those other little notes, the planets are spread out all over the place. So each planet is kind of maximizing itself, taking the best chance to express itself without interference from the other planets. Okay? So this could be quite interesting. Over here, the ever-present now. This is all of us hanging out in the present as best we can. Sometimes we don't want to be here. We would rather linger in the past, hold on to the status quo. Sometimes we'd rather project into the future of hope and expectations and desires, keeping our fingers crossed that anything and everything that we knew from our so-called past could possibly be used as a template for our so-called future, and thereby avoiding the now. But it is in the now where we own our power. So our power is expressed and executed through our decisions more than anything else. Yes, our words, our actions, but all of these stem from our decisions. So that would be the healing energy of your decisions here. So the question is, in order to love thyself, How are we going to make the best of this flow of energy here to love ourselves as much as effectively as we can, because we already know here at Terra Illumination that that is what is best for our loved ones and ourselves and the universe around us, because love breeds love, and that expands throughout the universe. Okay. Over here would be the energy of consequence. Let's just say we kind of got it right, or we're, a close approximation. Then this would be consequence over here. This is what we would be attracting to us. And if we're outsourcing all this, just wandering around like drunken, crazed lunatics, uh, screaming and yelling at the planets, and flipping off the planets and flipping off everything else and saying, it's your fault, 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 then this would be more like fate. Now, as you know, here at Terra Illumination, I frequently give my own self permission to blame the planets for all of my problems. So I'm totally okay with all of us doing that too. On the other hand, it really helps to take full responsibility. Let's have a look. So what if we're having a really rough day and we mess up and we're completely out of our power? We're out of the now, we're out of the present, and we're just struggling to get by. What does that look like? What are we losing? Over here, what does it look like when we're in the zone and we are like, we have full responsibility and ownership for our present moment? We're fully engaged. We're making loving decisions effectively. How does that look? And what is the prospect and the momentum that's setting up for the next beat of the heart? There is the heart shape itself, and there is the little heart at the very core. And this is our journey. This is our journey here. And we're sharing all of this. Now we're going to look at circumstantial energy. It's out there for all of us. Just think of this as the weather tonight. So we have a little Five of Swords. Okay, I'm going to take a moment here, people. I'm just going to take a quick moment. I want to show you something. This is a little bit of homework that I was doing on someone recently, and I was trying to point out why things were so extremely stressful for them. And these are transits and stuff. And so I took all the hard squares, the oppositions, and the T-squares and everything, and I put it into one note. And I set aside all the green good stuff like the trines and the sextiles, and all those wonderful things. And look at this mess. Look at this mess, okay? This is sort of almost what's happening right now, okay? It's very, very difficult, even though we're having a super time. We're having a super fun time right now, and we're making the best of it. So what can happen? I feel that this little Five of Swords here is very much to do with the hard square between Mars in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus, where it's potentially very, very combative, very, let's say, stubborn, volatile, almost irrational, almost uncontrollable energy. Anything can happen, like outbursts, like almost like hooliganism, vandalism, to the point where it's very, very easy for us to get into trouble with our attitudes, our thoughts, our words, our perceptions, thinking that we got it all. We got it right, man. I got it right. And you're the one with the problem. You're the one who's messing things up. It's you, it's you, it's you. It's nothing to do with me, nothing to do with us. So all I'm suggesting here is that it's very important to realize that we're in what I would call very treacherous rip currents, undertows, deep subcurrents right now that could make it very, very easy for us to basically, get ourselves in trouble unnecessarily. And it happens. I mean, I've had my own difficulties recently, so I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm doing everything I can to be as alert as possible, because this energy doesn't help anybody. This is not much use to anybody. In fact, really, all it does is undermine, and it's very it's like futile. It's futile. What's the point in trying to insist that you've got it all right and they're all wrong? Okay, there's no point in doing that. We need to be very careful here at Terra Illumination Love Tribe. We have a lot of shared responsibilities. If we're going to conduct ourselves ethically and responsibly, we need to be very, very, let's say, aware of our own frequencies. You know, a lot of you guys are very spiritually evolved and everything, but that doesn't mean we're always right all the time. We're always having to repair and maintain and touch up and do the cleanups on ourselves. Let's have a look at our heart energy. Okay, wow. Okay, well, the Hierophant is here. My feeling that is that this is very much to do with the new ingress of Uranus in Taurus. And to me, it's a suggestion that all of us here at the deepest core of ourselves are going to be systematically rewriting the code of life going from here onward. And that is basically contingent on wherever that 0 point. Oh, I'm going to make another doodle. Oh my gosh, I've started now. I can't stop. Oh, please bear with me, people. I'm going to keep it as simple as I can, but I just want to clarify the point that I'm trying to make here, okay? Please bear with me. I'm making a little astro doodle. I know, you know, you might think what is this to do with tarot? You know, what the heck is Tarot Illumination doing? But I have to do this stuff for myself anyway, so I might as well share it with you, okay? Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do rounds. Okay, an elemental chart, a universal chart. Okay, here's the point I was trying to make is Uranus is sitting right here at 0 degrees, okay? Uranus. Right here, okay? And it's going to shake up and rattle and bust open anything and everything that is stagnant, redundant, fossilized, and needs a really, really good makeover. And it's sitting there right now, and it's going to be here around here for months and months to come, just moving through a few degrees, okay? So it's a lot of pressure. It's just totally brand new energy. And I think we're feeling that as the heart here. So what's going to happen is, in a very kind of random, almost like chaotic manner, just like what's happening with a lot of weather events around the world and all the volcanoes and the eruptions and the cities that are collapsing into the ground, into the water, into the ocean. Those are classic characteristics of Uranus and Taurus talking to us very, very loudly. And what it to me indicates is that we have no choice at the level of our hearts to completely reformat and rewrite the codes of our life for how things are going to move forward from here, starting from scratch. Okay? To do with, okay, let's add the other layer. Here's the other layer I wanted to add. This little point here is like for a universal chart, but this point applies to all of us, okay? So this could be anywhere inside of you, you know? It could be there, or there, or there, or there, or there, you know? It could be over here, could be here, over here, or over here. Wherever this point lies, I feel that this is what's happening. There is going to be, we're at the very, very early stages of the 7-year journey where we're going to have to completely rewrite the code for that part of our lives, wherever it is for you guys. All right, let's have a look at the legacy. What are we bringing in here? Yeah. Okay. To me, this is like electrical, blinding, new, stark awakenings, like lightning bolts, kerblam, beautiful, that light up the opportunity and chance for us to have greater understanding, greater awareness. We're talking about leaps here. I'm not talking about the Saturn type of growth and evolution, which is studious, very intensive, slow, patient over time. We're talking about radical new shakeups and awakenings. I think this is very much to do with Mars and Aquarius facing off with Uranus and Taurus, creating huge sparks. like massive amounts of like lightning storms that are happening across the world now. Massive, massive lightning storms, thousands of lightning bolts in certain places on the globe. Unprecedented. All right. And those are chances for new opportunities, massive wake ups, blinding, shocking, amazing realizations. And I think that's good. It's almost like there is no past here. There is no present. There is no future. There's only the now. And we haven't even got to the now card. Let's have a look at the now card. Okay. Well, this is where it might get a little bit awkward. Okay. With the Eight of Cups here, we might actually start feeling this like, uh-oh, I'm starting to feel this now. Like, this is such a radical shakeup. It means, oh, no. This is what I'm sensing for this little card here with the Eight of Cups. It's, oh, no. All my emotional and sentimental and heartfelt attachments to this part of my life, wherever that is for you, is now officially history. Okay? And it's going to be radically shifting history for the next 7 years. Chop, 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 as more and more like psychological, spiritual, global, invisible and external earthquakes and lightning bolts start to happen for us as we evolve in these radical shifts, spontaneous radical evolution. And that means in our hearts, we can feel very sentimental and perhaps lost at the things that are being left behind, which we may dearly, dearly love. That could be a relationship. That could be a house, a job, a location, an attitude, a perception, anything wherever that blob, this blob lies in your chart. Feeling a deep sentimental attachment to that and wishing that we did not have to be so acutely present in the now. And yet we also know there's no way out of it. So this is us in our reluctant acceptance that inevitably we are on our spiritual path. And that's just how it is. And that's just how it's going to be. Woe is me. Poor, poor me. Poor, poor me. But it's okay. You've got the Tarot Lumination Love Tribe, and Tarot Lumination has you, the Love Tribe people. Thank you so much, because we all need each other. All right, let's have a look. So in this to me feels like very awkward energy. Okay. Okay. To me, it feels like we're in a situation right now where we have to be very clear and aware of our own tendency to be in a double bind. In other words, it feels to me like the energy of radical shift and change and evolution, especially in our values and our value systems, and wherever that little blob lies, wherever this blob is living in your chart, we have to accept and realize that it might feel very much like a massive, confusing puzzle to us, like a maze, and like one of those garden mazes, or one of those very, very tricky puzzles where you're trying to get through and the ball falls into a hole. And all the time, we have very, very little guidance on how to make our decisions. And so a lot of us could be feeling like it's almost like swearing out loud to ourselves, like, I really wish I wasn't in this situation. I really don't want to be doing this stuff. All this spiritual evolution and growth and healing, it sucks. It's like, I want that, I want that, I want that. But why does it have to be so hard? Why do I have to say goodbye to so much? Why is it so confusing when I have to make a simple decision? Why do I have to go through so many options and untangle so much mess? Well, that's the whole point of the evolution, because it's very hard to make these kind of decisions on our own. So it feels to me like at the opening volley stages of this new transit, Mars is pointing very sharply at Uranus and Taurus and making it very, very clear that the universe is on our side. All these apparently random, chaotic events that turn everything upside down, shake it all to pieces, and scare the daylights out of all of us, those things are happening for a reason. It's supposed to break us out of our complacency and our fear of our own thoughts, our fear of our own incapacities of making decisions. And so don't take it personally here. With the Eight of Swords, it's very, very important to know that we are very much at the mercy of our own fears, our own shadows, our own unwillingness to make decisions. And so when we are in that position and radical shifts happen, then we can say, okay, well, I needed that radical shakeup. Okay, and then you can accept it. So how are we going to deal with that effectively? How are we going to allow ourselves to move through the maze of radical shifts and transformation and decision making that is going to happen for our spiritual path and self-healing here? How are we going to do that effectively so that we get through this period alive, so we take advantage of all of this, so we don't get crushed by all these waves? We actually learn how to surf these waves. Okay, we grab it. We literally say, you know what? We just say, you know what? All Sung was right. Abby was right. We are on a magical mystery tour, and the currency is chocolate. And the only way to do this is we all just have to have a big group hug, get on the same bus together, and freaking go for it. In other words, you know, it's almost like everybody looks at each other. We all say, okay, everybody join hands. Everybody join hands. Now pull it in tighter. And everybody do a big war cry. And basically, just like they do in the military, hoo-ha, whatever that thing is that they say. And we go charging forward fearlessly, fearlessly into the maze and the puzzle that scares us all so much. And each of us has our own maze and puzzle that we would rather not bother with. So all I'm suggesting here is that we turn it into a group effort and we charge forward into it. Even though we haven't got a clue of what the outcomes might be, we still have to move forward. We still have to move on and evolve, okay? And sometimes in order to build up the courage and the excitement and the fun of doing this, it's better to do it in a group. In some ways, it's absolutely terrifying to do this stuff on your own. And guess what? Mars in Aquarius is the freedom fighter. Mars in Aquarius is the liberator. Mars in Aquarius is the one that brings together the military formation of a unified drive to win and achieve for the sake of the community. Okay, and that's very good. And then that works for the individual. In other words, by doing this as a team, we help each other as individuals. Okay, got that? Let's have a look. Consequently, pow, poof, kerblam. Let me get my crystal wand. Hold on, stay there. All right, give me a moment. I'm right back. Now, as you know, Terra Illumination is like a little plant and it's evolving. And eventually we're going to have, this is my dream, and we talked about this earlier. I can't remember where. But anyway, some of the diehards over here at Terra Illumination Love Tribe, we have these little backstage conversations about things. One of the things we've talked about is like group power. And I'll tell you about this later. I'm going to probably make a video about it. It's about doing this patronage thing. It's called Patreon and sponsorship, where people can sponsor the channel. I know you get all this stuff for free anyway, but money talks very loudly, as you've noticed. And there's a tremendous sense of like urge inside of Terra Illumination to have an actual location, like a shop, a place, a little something where people can actually come and visit and go face to face. I can't go zooming around the world, even with my own private spaceship. I can't do that. So I'm thinking of finding a way through long-term sponsorship to get into some real estate and get the power thing going. So we basically gather all the resources of Terra Illumination Love Tribe, everything we've got, all the pentacles, all the heart, all the intellect, all the passion and the drive, and we put it together and we wave our own magic wand. Okay, and it's fun and exciting, and it's public and it's open and it's shared. and it's self-empowering. You are probably aware, a lot of you guys, a certain percentage are professional healers. I mean, that's what you guys do. And you've probably noticed that Tarot Illumination is very welcoming to that kind of energy, because the whole thing about Tarot Illumination, I'll just take a moment here, thank you very much, is love and healing. This is a little book cover design for the book that is still being revised. It's taking a long time because it's a lot of work. It's a big book. And it's called Love and Healing, and it's a little book about the healing power of love. And I think that's what we're talking about here. But instead of talking about it on Tarot Illumination channel, what I'm talking about here is, let's make it real, okay? Where healers can heal healers, healers can empower other healers, and you can take the healing power of love out there with you. You can invite the healing power of love into your body, your mind, your heart, and soul from up above, and then own it and then propagate it outwards with your own magic wand. Okay, you can't have mine. This one's mine. So what happens if we were having a really rough day and we've lost it? Okay, to me, this looks like we end up bitching and moaning and yelling about how we are right, how we know how it's supposed to happen, and uh, damn it, why doesn't anybody else in the world understand me? Why doesn't all this spiritual evolution and these radical, spontaneous upheavals happen according to the way I want them to want, when I want them to happen to suit me? That's a serious problem, because it's like you're trying to force nature to fit in with a status quo that is now redundant and obsolete. Forget about it. It's lose lose. You're wasting energy and you're pushing out against a force that is way bigger than you. So there's no point. It's futile. However, when you're in the zone, when you're totally in the zone and you kind of like figure this out and you dig this and you think, wow, this is an actual formula. This actually kind of works. It's kind of cool. Maybe Tarot Illumination is not talking out of his derriere. What can happen is we can end up becoming truth tellers, truth callers, freedom fighters ourselves. I think this is very much, again, to do with Mars and Aquarius. Right now, to me, it feels like Mars and Aquarius is really kind of enjoying this heavy-duty sparring match with Uranus and Aquarius, you know, and it's basically saying, okay, you want that? You want some of that? You want some of this? You want some of this? You want some of this? Well, bring it on. Okay, I'll bring it on. Watch this. Okay, well, watch me. Ha, 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 ha. And so out of an intense struggle comes the magnificence of Mars in Aquarius and the awesome liberating energy of Uranus and Taurus. Do you see where I'm going here? Mars in Aquarius, Aquarius being ruled by Uranus. Get it? Get it? So there's this kind of weird synchronicity thing going on here between Mars and Uranus. Even though they're in a highly combative, conflicted angle right now, you know, if you think of it as like sport, it's actually very, very good. And so long as you like, you know, like in a fencing match, you keep your mask on. You're doing this deliberately to hone your skills, refine your skills, develop your ability as a spiritual warrior, a liberator, a freedom fighter for the healing power of love. Yay. Go Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. Thank you, Abby. Thank you all, Sun. Thank you, all of you. What about the prospects? Okay. With the Seven of Cups here, my feeling, it takes each and every one of us into cuckoo land, into a place where we're going to have a chance in each of us in our own very bizarre, unique way. I'm going to give ourselves a little bit more room here, in our own unique way, to have a chance to taste our own dreams. Dreams unheard of before, dreams that could never have happened before the ingress of Uranus into Taurus, before the ingress of Mars into Aquarius at the same day. How freaky is that? Okay, so to me, this is just kind of like just things spontaneously, radically blowing up and falling apart and exploding, and it's all happening in order to expose the amazing new choices that lie in front of us. And our biggest challenge then is like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do with all these amazing gifts? All these new, it's just like opening the door, opening a gateway to heaven, where you get to see inside the gates and you realize, oh my gosh, this is just amazing. I've heard about it on Terra Illumination, but now we get to experience it. You get your own spiritual awakening. Kaboom. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's not all bad. I'll just leave this here for your perusal. All right? Just for a few seconds. Let's just spread it out. Might as well have a little bit more fun. And this will be the front poster. This is going to go on the front of the movie poster for Terra Illumination Sunday Night Live tonight. Ta-da! So there you go, people. That is it. That's our group reading for tonight. I hope you like the story. It goes this way. This is our heart. Okay. That's enough now. Okay. I'm going to put on a little tune, and you guys can chat amongst yourselves and dance amongst yourselves. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Stay there a minute. Okay. If you wish for a simple miracle, if you wish, you can have them right away. All you need is some faith, is the will. Ask for it, and it will come to you today. Hey, hey. I want you to be so happy. Grab somebody by the hand and dance. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Na da 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 da, na da 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 da. Na da 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 da, na da 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 da. And if you wish to be in a state of grace, ask for it, and it will meet you face to face. And if you wish, if you dare to dream, you will find that it's easier than it seems. Hey, hey, I want you to be so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Da 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 da. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. La da 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 da. Oh, yeah. I want you to be so happy. Yeah. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams today. Lena, I saw that. But watch for the small print. I totally get you. I get you.
If you wish for a simple miracle, if you wish, you can have one right away. All you need is some faith, is the will. Ask for it, and it will come to you today. I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. And if you wish to be in a state of grace, ask for it, and it will meet you face to face. And if you wish, if you dare to dream, you will find that it's easier than it seems. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Oh. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh. I want you to be so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams today.
All right, I want to show you guys something. Hold on. I noticed this earlier. Did anybody notice this one? Let's see if I can do this for you. There's something really beautiful in the heavens right now. I'm going to see if I can capture this. Hold on. Just give me a moment. Please be patient. Please be patient. All right. This is what it is. Tonight, right now, in the heavens, as we speak, it's pretty loose, but it's good enough for tarot illumination. If anybody is out there feeling kind of giddy and ridiculously happy for no good reason, you can't figure it out. In other words, the rest of your life is a total mess. What on earth gives me the right to feel good right now? Well, let's have a look. My feeling is this. We can blame it on the planets. You know what? We should have, you know what would be fun? You know what would be a lot of fun is to have a whole playlist called Blame It on the Planets. So look at this. This is in the heavens right now, tonight, as we speak. It's more or less. I mean, give me a break here, all right, people? But what we have right now is a massive grand trine. A lot of you know a lot of this stuff already, but it's very beautiful energy. It's very harmonious energy. It's the most harmonious thing you can have pretty much in the heavens, apart from a grand sextile, which isn't always that awesome. It has challenges. So the thing is here, we've got Jupiter in Scorpio, we've got Neptune in Pisces, and we've got Venus in Cancer. And it's all, it's pretty loose, but it's more or less a big fat grand water trine, at least by sign, okay? At the same time, we've got this beautiful sextile here and here between all the Capricorn energy and Scorpio, Capricorn energy, and Pisces. So I'll just put that in here. Those are the sextiles. And these are the trines. Okay, so this is very, very supportive, very, very nutritious for all of us, especially if you're a water sign or perhaps a Cancerian or a Capricorn. But the thing is, you'll probably notice that there's a very powerful opposition going on here as well. So sometimes a lot of these wonderful things can only come into our awareness through very intense relationship dynamics in which the opposition would become activated, the energy of opposition. So again, like with the same doodle from earlier, this thing could be anywhere in your chart. Okay, it could be like this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. All right, but it's here, and it's here for all of us. All I'm suggesting is that even though we've got some extremely challenging things, I remember this one I just showed you. Remember this from whoever that was. Remember this one? This is sort of out there too, same time as this. So this is gorgeous, but this is extremely challenging. So that's the kind of point that I was trying to make with the group reading for all of us. Now, how did I get into that? I got distracted, didn't I? All right. All right, here we go. It is now time for public readings. Okay, people, I got to pull some names here. We've already got a list of folks who are going to be under the spotlights tonight. Karen Kaiser, Valentina Fernandez, Laura Ellen Smith, Lydia, and Angie. Okay, all of you guys are going to get your readings. And you know the drill. If it doesn't sound right to you, the chances are it was meant for someone else here in the room tonight, and you became a portal, an instrument for them. So be grateful anyway, okay? Because that stuff happens here at Tarot Lumination sometimes. So let's kind of like just get on with the show. Who's up first? Let's have a look. I'm just going to randomly pick one. You know what? Let's do Lydia. Let's haze Lydia. So because she doesn't have a clue what goes on here. She's brand new tonight. She bought her way to the front of the line. Okay? So we're going to show her what happens when you buy your way to the front of the line. Hee hee hee. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. Lydia, you are up. Here we go. Yep, here we go. Cards are already well shuffled in advance. Let's do this. Can you read this, people? I hope so. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are regulars, but Lydia is literally brand new. And she just jumped right in there and said, let's do it. So we're doing it. We're going to do it, people. All right, here we go. Lydia, this is a very open public thing, and a lot of people are going to watch this again later for the action replays, probably you too. So be aware that I try to keep the language clean, but sometimes we get very sensitive, touchy readings here, and they can get quite emotional or shocking or weird or unexpected. And I don't mean to upset people or anything, but stuff comes out, okay, Lydia? So I'm just kind of giving you a heads up so that you don't get too zapped, all right? Please bring your spirit guides with you, just like we do at Tarot Illumination, okay? It's a team effort here, all right? Think of Mars in Aquarius. All right, Lydia, here we go. All right, Lydia. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. Oh, and what's the weather like? What's the weather like for you, Lydia? What's going on out there? Well, you have the little Two of Cups. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe you're just lucky. I don't know. Well, with the little Two of Cups here, to me, this is an indication that right now is a very, very good time to understand like the magic that goes on in the world of the invisible, like with Tarot Illumination, like the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. It's just a weird phenomenon and stuff happens, okay? People get spontaneous healing. I get a lot of private readings with people and we get very, very good results with healing, okay? And a lot of healing, some of the most important, the deepest, most profound healing that you can get isn't always going to come from your, you know, dermatologist or your the people who do your hair and the hair salon and the manicures and the pedicures, or at the gym, or working out at the yoga studio, or going to your gynecologist or your therapist or whatever. Sometimes certain types of love and healing, especially the healing power of love, can only be truly fully expressed in a very pure, loving relationship with a chosen significant other, where the word love becomes synonymous with healing. That's why I'm writing this little book, Love and Healing. It's all about the healing power of love. And what I'm suggesting here is, Lydia, the circumstantial energy is around there for you right now, that is very supportive for you to understand that whether you have a loved one in your life or not, or whether you're very much on your own, it kind of doesn't matter. The important thing is to realize certain aspects of healing inside of you as a person will probably be most effective when conducted in the context of a very deeply loving relationship. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it means very, very deeply loving, where the whole idea of love is as love does. Uh, the willing decision to extend yourself above and beyond your comfort zone in order to nurture and foster the spiritual growth and healing of yourself, first and foremost, Lydia. And then how that, once you own that love, once you own the healing power of love inside of you, how you can spread that to your loved ones. And that's one of the greatest gifts that you can do for yourself and the planet. Okay, and then just propagate love from there. And that has to happen between you, Lydia, and a significant other in the most pure and loving way possible. And the opportunities, the circumstances are very favorable for this right now. So if you don't have one, maybe someone's going to show up for you. Or maybe you're just doing it right here now with Tarot Illumination. Let's have a look. What's the situation? Okay. Well, maybe you're already on this path. Maybe you've already figured out that you're going to be leaving a lot behind that you truly love, that means so much to you, where you're deeply invested. You've given so much of your heart. and you know that there's no going back. I think this is very much to do with the emotional reactions and the gut feelings that are happening with the radical spontaneous shifts happening right now because of the ingress of Uranus and Taurus being really, really stirred up by Mars and Aquarius. Really like stark awakenings about what is it that truly constitutes love for you, Lydia? What is it that you really value in terms of love? What are your values when it comes to love and relationship? Because those values are going to impact the healing that you deserve and that you need in this life. And if anything needs to change, now is the time to begin the changes. So, what is the challenge here with all of this? Okay, more cups. Okay, well, with the Knight of Cups here, my feeling is that if you're kind of embroiled in some kind of emotional conflicts of any kind, where the subject of love is very much front and center for you, and if you are in a place where it seems perhaps maybe things are not working, or things ought to be working in a certain way, but they're not happening, and you would like, it's almost like being in a very, very loving situation and knowing that things are going to change forever and that you have to move on and that you will move on. And yet the challenge is being willing to move on. With the Knight of Cups, the energy here in a healthier expression would be the deliberate willingness to move away from anything and everything that constitutes conflict and that works against the flow of love in your life. In other words, move away from war, move towards love. Okay? Sometimes it's very easy for us. It's so much easier to be consumed by our activities, our duties, our responsibilities, our existing love commitments. And no matter how conflicted or obscure they are. And yet the challenge here is to let go of that and move forward into what constitutes the new structures, the new form of love, how that would work for you. Even if it means with the existing people in your life, a complete radical shift and change here. There's no swords or anything like here. It's all cups for you, Lydia. So it's all about the heart. It's all about love. But to me, it feels like the challenge is the actual moving forward and letting go of that which you love already and being willing to move into the new form of love that is going to that's inevitably going to happen for you, but it's going to be with new values, new understandings. So how are you going to do that? Because this looks like it's a very difficult challenge for you, Lydia. More cups. This is unbelievable. Well, it is believable because it's happening. It's actually here live on Tarot Lumination Sunday Night Live. With the Nine of Cups here, my feeling here is that there's so much love energy flowing, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not, you might already be a very, very active vessel, a very, very active instrument of the healing power of love. You may have done a lot of work in previous lifetimes where you're very good and you already know how to ask for the healing power of love to fill your mind, body, and heart and soul from up above so that you own it. So now you can share that love and move it out there. Being loving and being loved. Be loving and be loved. But owning that first. So what I'm suggesting here is that you might know a lot about this stuff already that we're talking about here at Tarot Illumination. But even though you might be very evolved in understanding what love really, really is, you might have come to a threshold and limit where you've reached a level where you can't go any further the way things are right now. The chances are that you need an actual specific relationship, perhaps a new relationship of some kind in which to learn and understand and expect and grow from here. Because if you have been conducting what you think is love in the context where your sense of happiness is always contingent upon the other person, then you can see how you are very deeply at risk of being hurt here. And so you would be very reluctant to move away from what you think is love right now. Because with the Nine of Cups, it's indicating here that it's time for you to understand and accept love as something that you own yourself from the inside, that is nothing to do with a significant love relationship. And perhaps the only way you can learn that is in the context of a significant love relationship. Perhaps letting go, maybe, I mean, there's so many cups here, it's hard to say something negative, but I have to bring out the challenge here because otherwise I can't help you. So if it means letting go of someone or something that you truly, truly love, or what you thought was love, and it was a very, very much like in a relationship context, we're now at a point where it's time to own it yourself from the inside out, whether you are with this person or not, or whether they are with you or not, so that your happiness, your sense of love is not contingent upon a significant other, and it becomes yours and yours alone. And that means having to live by example. So it might be a very, very tough lesson. But in some ways, a lot of us might be envious to have all this love energy in our lives at all to begin. So I see this as, a reflection of all of this stuff here. Like all of these challenges happening at the same time as all these amazing, delicious things, okay? So this looks very, very delicious, and I'm happy for you, but there's a serious challenge here, okay? So I hope this made sense to you, Lydia, in some way. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings or break your heart or touch on a very awkward subject and make things difficult to the point where you wish you'd never come to Terra Illumination. I hope that didn't happen. All right. So there you go. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you so much. All right, people, chat amongst yourselves. You know the drill. Help yourself to hot dogs, popcorn, chips. Make sure all the condiments trays are full. Mustard, relish, ketchup, and onions. We got it all here, people. We got it all. Let's have a look. Who are we going to read next? We've got Angie. We got Laura, Valentina, Karen, and let's do Karen. All right, Karen, you're up. Karen Kaiser, you're up. Where did I put that thing? Let's have a look. This can just sit right here, okay? I'm going to put a little spot there. Something like that. All right, here we go. All right. So give me a moment. I got to shuffle live, and I got to keep shuffling until I feel good about the deck, okay? So chat amongst yourselves. What are you saying, Happy Go? When his Virgo-ness shows. You're talking about me moving my little Post-it notes, aren't you? Yes, I'm very, very picky. I'm really, really picky. It's very hard for people to buy presents for me because I'm so picky. So I told them, please don't buy presents. Just give me lots of money and I'll figure it out. It's much easier that way. All right, let's have a look. You see, oh, by the way, Lydia, did you notice, have you noticed from the chat how a lot of the visitors offer alternate perspectives on the reading? It can be very helpful, very useful, because there's sometimes we have a bunch of tarot readers who come to the show and they read the cards very differently, or they can have like a secondary interpretation of the spread. You know, it's a situation, challenge, and how are we going to handle it, and some background weather. But, you know, there are other ways to tell the story. Live and watching from London, My Star 78. Okay, let me put that in here, people. Thank you. Hold on. My Star. Thank you, My Star. Thank you. I see you, Jake. Let's have a look. Here we go. Laura Ellen Smith is blowing kisses to herself. Isn't that cute? Isn't that adorable? What? What was that, Compass? Hold on. You're right. Gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Compass. Gosh, I almost missed that. I hope I got enough energy. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll put that over in the pile. Don't worry, it's here. That's a lot of readings for Tarot Illumination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, we're going to be here late tonight, people. It's going to be a late show. I just have to get used to it. All right, let's just keep going. You know, Starlight, you're so pushy. I was going to tell you. I really think you're very, very pushy these days. But it's okay. You were praying. Maybe you were praying for a reading. Yeah, Tarot Illumination is a mood booster. Yeah. We have invisible drugs that we administer through the internet. I don't know if you know that. They're live streaming, like L-theanine or whatever it is, digital caffeine, digital MDMA, digital ecstasy. We do it all here. Digital crack. Yes, Happy Go. This is the late show. Karen, Kaiser, here we go. This is it. You're up. I'm going to do a really extreme cut because I want to break up this deck big time. Please bring your spirit guides. Make it a team effort, all right? Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And let's have a look at the weather out there. What's going on with you? King of Cups. All right, Karen. My feeling is that I know it's a really gorgeous, powerful card, and it's a guy sitting there, and that's really, really great. And there are different ways that I'm feeling it, but my first and most powerful feeling is that it's a very strong indication that this is the time right now to really start to get your act together when it comes to owning these things called your feelings, your emotions, your intuition. And instead of just having it all happen on autopilot, it's time to become a very, very, very good friend with all the things around you in your life in the world that constitute emotional turbulence, and find a way to get mastery over all this stuff so that you're not being thrown around in the waves like a bobbing cork. And instead, you are a master surfer. You become a big wave surfer. And when you have like periods like right now where we have these beautiful, beautiful, very seductive, very loving conditions out there, but just below the surface, there are massive rip currents and undertows. Be very, very careful. Like some people would say the best thing to do is just get out of the water. Don't even go in the water. It's too treacherous right now. But if you're in there and it's deep water, just make sure that you're a really good surfer, okay? Because it's big wave surfing right now. All right, let's have a look. What's going on? What's the situation? Okay. New starts, new beginnings for sure. Okay, I think this is very much to do with Uranus and Taurus for you, Karen. Somewhere, somehow, at some point in your life, there's going to be radical shifts and opportunities to reevaluate, reappraise, redefine what really, really counts for you. What is it that you truly value in that certain part of life where there have been a lot of questions? Okay? Remember this little chart here that I showed you. Again, look at this one here. You see this little blob, Uranus and Taurus right here. This is what I'm talking about. Wherever this lives in your chart, this is the time for brand new beginnings in that department. Let's say it's over here. It might be to do with love and romance. It could be over here. Maybe it's career. Maybe it's your community, your hopes and dreams and wishes, whatever, you know? But it's a time. It's a time. The situation is like, now the thing is, Karen, is with the aces, these are opportunities. These are sacred opportunities. And these would not happen unless you'd worked really hard and that you deserve this. On the other hand, it's very, very fleeting energy. So it could go right by you without even noticing it, without even you noticing it. And that would be a tragic loss. Okay, so it's very important to realize how incredibly lucky you are to be aligned the way things are right now, for you to have this chance to have a brand new, fresh start and a new opportunity for reevaluating everything that counts for you in that department of your life, that special department of 0 degrees Uranus. So, what is the challenge? Okay. Well, my feeling here is whether you can handle the pressure. With the 5 of Wands here, from a positive perspective, this is very exciting. It's like the energy's bringing out the best in you. Like the tougher it gets, the better you get. The problem I see here when this is in a challenge position is that anytime and every time you meet an emotionally challenging situation, it might be your automatic instinct and nature just to wallow in the drama or just drown in the confusion and the emotional muck and the turmoil and the turbulence, just like being caught out in the middle of a tornado or a hurricane, completely unprepared, even though you saw the news and the weather forecasts. That's just like complete like negligence of responsibility. And you owe it to yourself to cash in on this chance for new starts and new beginnings here so that excuse me, oh gosh, excuse me. Like with the 5 of Wands, healthy competition, healthy exciting competition, that might be a challenge for you. Maybe there's nothing and no one out there challenging you to or putting these opportunities in front of you in any way clear that makes sense. Maybe you're very, very, very shy, maybe very, very timid by nature, and you're scared. You might be very scared of expressing yourself and exercising that energy. I think this is to do with Mars and Aquarius, by the way. Exercising that energy and taking advantage of the circumstances right now for you to cash in on this opportunistic opportunity right now. And to me, that's a serious problem, because it means you could lose the opportunity completely. That would be so sad. Let's have a look. How are we going to deal with this? Okay. Attitude of gratitude. My feeling here, Karen Kaiser, is that this little tiny reading is all about the attitude of gratitude and realizing the Ten of Pentacles. First of all, number one, how lucky you are already. Please understand the attitude of gratitude. Look in the mirror if you have to and recite to yourself, I'm a very lucky Karen. I'm a very wealthy Karen. In fact, I'm a very happy Karen. In fact, I'm a very blessed Karen. And that's just how it is by decree. And I say so. Even if you don't feel it, even if you're scared, even if you feel very shy and emotionally intimidated by things right now, wherever that is in your life, friends, family, relationships, careers, health, communications, travel, intimacy, I don't know, just your sense of identity. Please understand that you do have a lot to offer. You do have value. You do have values. You do have gifts, and more than enough to share. Okay. So it may not be as bad as you think. It may not be as bad as you feel. You might be a lot stronger than you are aware. You might be, in other words, in order to grab these opportunities here for new wealth, new abundance, new set of values about what really counts, instead of being shy and walking away from the challenges that are going to face you, instead walk face into it, turn around, walk, like when they're crossing the bar on an ocean to go fishing and they have to go out into deep ocean. They sometimes have to cross these very tough bars. The best thing to do is just face right into it, realize how exciting and how fun and how lucky you are to do this thing, and just go straight up and through it, knowing and telling yourself, almost like chanting to yourself, I'm a very lucky person. I'm a very wealthy person. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very blessed person. I can handle this. I can handle this. I can handle this. I know it's coming. There's no way out of it. I might as well treat it as an opportunity. It's time for me to become the boss of me. This is the time for me. All right? So that you own it and you feel it in your heart. All right? Please understand how lucky you are, living by example. Fake it till you make it if you have to. Okay, Karen? I hope this helps. I hope you got something out of this. I hope I didn't touch any, really awkward subjects or upset you. I'm just trying to help, all right? Thank you, Karen. Yes, I'll put this out here. So everybody can dive in, everybody can take a nibble, everyone can help themselves while I'm shuffling. I still have a lot of readings to do. So just chat amongst yourselves. There you go. Thanks for the support, Jake. Thanks, Karen. I'm glad you got something out of it. Thank you so much for visiting. All right, let's have a look. Cards are shuffled. There we go. Thank you, Karen. Okay, we got Valentina. We got Laura Allen Smith. We got Angie Cottrell. We got Compass Starlight. Hold on. Give me a moment, people. I got to get a refill on some water. I'm just going to... Where did it all go? Here it is. It's thirsty work, Tarot Illumination, I got to tell you. All right. Let's do Angie. All right, Angie, you're up. Angie Cottrell, you're up next. I do this randomly, as you know, people. Hey, and just because you know that you might not get a reading tonight, don't go away. Because remember, one of these readings might be getting channeled for you by somebody else, and it becomes your reading. There you go. Hey, Primary, where did you come up? Where? I didn't check you in earlier. Hold on. Where are we now? No, I know I didn't get you. Primary. Hi, Primary. Good evening. Hope it's all good. Where's Compass? Compass straight. Okay, that's right. I got you. All right. Oh, Primary, you just got here. Okay, it must be very late for you. All right, Angie, cards are well shuffled now. We're going to go for it. You kind of know what's going to happen now anyway, don't you? So let's just dive right in. Bring your spirit guides in close. We're going to do this, okay? We're going to do this. All right, let's have a look. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what's the weather like out there for you, Angie? Kerblam. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Well, anything can happen right now. To me, it feels like this is, let's just call it the winds of fate, or the weather, the astrological weather. To me, this looks like a strong indication that there's a lot of turbulence out there right now, a tremendous amount of turbulence, but you just happen to be lucky in that it's blowing your way. It's still going to be to me, this looks like it's very, very tough energy to handle because it feels very, very strong. It's like, you know, when you're sailing or whatever, something that you really love to do, where like you're dependent on the elements, especially something like sailing. And all of a sudden, wow, things line up for you, and like the wind is coming in the right place, the waves are going here, the tide's going there, the sun is over there, and everything's gorgeous, and your exotic island is over there, and everything's just fine. But it's really powerful. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's like, it's so, so powerful. Like you're wondering whether you can actually, you know, steer the boat, and is it steering itself? You know, it's like you're right on the cusp there of being able to handle all this energy wherever it's taking you. So to me, it feels like this is a very loud message to be very, very aware of all the energy that is around you right now, so that you don't get tripped up by it, and instead you do your best to take full advantage of all the currents and the subcurrents that are, you know, in terms of the astrology, all the astrobabble that I go on about. This is an indication. It might be an idea to study this stuff or take it a bit more seriously and understand what works for you and how to optimize that stuff so that you're not a, let's say, you're not a victim of circumstance. All right. All right, so let's have a look. So I'm going to set this over here. Give me some moments. So what's the situation? Oh, King of Wands. Now, Angie, just because this is a guy, I'm not going to turn this into a love and relationship reading. I'm just going to read it as energy, and it's your energy. So there's a lot of strong energy here, Angie. With the King of Wands energy, it tells to me it feels like in some ways you are in the zone already. It's like you already got this. Like, wow, I get it. I got this. This is an amazing time period in history. I am going to totally go for it, but I'm not going to be like a wildcatter. I'm not going to just, you know, go crazy like some kind of like some kind of egomaniac who thinks they've done all this themselves and they are in control of the master controller of the planets in the universe. No, 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 no. They're all doing their thing just because they're doing their thing. It's up to us to understand it and grasp that. So this to me is an indication that the situation, like if you don't have this stuff down, it's very important that you do become a master of your destiny, a master of taking all your desires and gifts and ambitions of who you are, who you want to be, how you want to be who you are, where and who you want to do it all with, in a way that you become the living embodiment of like this is how it's done. In other words, people are looking at you and saying, gosh, Angie, how do you do this? How on earth did you do that? How on earth are you going to do what you have to do? And you just kind of go for it. You know what? This is who I am now. This is how I do it. I am the boss of me. And I don't let anything freak me out. Even though I can get really freaked out, I'm not going to let myself be owned by the fear. Thank you very much, because I'm Angie. And I don't apologize for being Angie. And yeah, this is a dude, but you could say this is the divine masculine part of you speaking very, very loudly, saying, I am the master. I have achieved a high level of mastery in myself. And it's it's not exactly easy. It's not wearing this crown can be very heavy sometimes. A lot is expected of me because this is a very vivid, bright energy of strong leadership and inspirational leadership, where a lot of other people would not want to go. They wouldn't want to be there because it involves such, let's say, in so much like passion, so much commitment, so much drive and desire to get there. And then once you're there, you have to stay there. It's like King of the Castle, that little game when you play when you're a kid. I don't know if you played it, but I did. And the whole idea is you have to find your way to be the king of the castle, and that's tough enough. But then it becomes even tougher to make sure that you stay the king of the castle once you are the king of the castle. So all I'm saying is that yes, this is very, very glorious energy here, and that's wonderful, Angie. But you can't afford to uh, take off your crown right now. You have to keep up the majesty. What's the challenge here? Okay, well, it looks to me like somebody is messing things up for you. Maybe you're messing things up for yourself, but to me, this looks like an outsider, an interloper, some kind of do gooder, self righteous vigilante who thinks they know better and is determined to prove it at your loss and their gain just because they think they're right and that they know this stuff. So I am getting kind of personal here. I don't know if you have anybody like that in your life, in your world, a significant other, or maybe there's events and circumstances out there that feel that way. Like maybe there's some bosses or employers or a place where you live where it feels as though uh, it's trying to control you and you're not having it. You're sick of it, but it is there. And it's, to me, it looks like it's extremely annoying and very, very upsetting. I relate this to Mars and Aquarius. Like Mars is like, it's almost like interfering. It's just like out there rattling your cage saying, okay, Angie, you got all this. You're so awesome. Wow. Awesome as awesome, awesome, Angie. Wow. Well, watch this. Do you realize, blah, 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 how you screwed up with this? Do you realize how messed up your attitudes are? Do you have any idea how clueless you are in terms of spiritual advancement? Well, let me tell you something, blah, 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 blah. And that can make it very hard for you to maintain the self respect and the dignity and the mastery when, you know, if this is a part of yourself, like extreme self-doubt, where there's a very combative part of yourself which is undermining you, and you don't have control of this, that's not good. If this is somebody else, uh, maybe they're getting very hard to handle. Let's have a look. How are we going to deal with this? Okay. Well, there's a lot of strong energy currents here. Again, I think with those little charts that I showed you, the big, delicious green currents uh, are indicated here. Like this is very, very strong, very favorable circumstantial energy for you, but it's very challenging because it's very, very strong. You know, in other words, like the sailing analogy, is your boat actually going to hold together with all this amazing wind and everything that's behind your sails? So, and do you truly have enough skills, enough mastery, and to keep it all together and to be the leader, the captain of your own ship in all of this? Or are you starting to seriously doubt yourself? Well, with the world here, my feeling is that it might be better to understand things from a perspective of like raw nature, raw elements over here, where as much as the elements are out there very, very strong and theoretically very favorable for you, it could indicate that it's time for you to accept that whatever you thought was like your world, where you had mastery and control and ownership, if you're starting to feel serious doubts about that, and you feel yourself like coming seriously unraveled, like from the inside out, there's no point in trying to fight it. In other words, if there are, if you're the captain of a ship and you start to feel that your ship is, you know, rattling to pieces, falling to pieces, it's very important to be aware of that, because the energies are so strong, it's going to rip the ship, your boat to pieces. So if you're not careful, so the way to handle it is maybe to understand that this whole thing is over. Maybe like this boat, this journey, this aspect, this thing, whatever it is that's uh, causing such extreme doubt or extreme self-persecution here, um, is possibly to do with like a whole chapter of your life, a huge chapter of your life is now over, and it's time to begin again, because there's no option here. Again, the energy of the elements are so strong, you don't actually have a choice here. So there's no point trying to fight it. Like if a ship is going down because it's foobar, effed up beyond repair, then let it go down. Make sure that you maintain your dignity, go down with the ship, but you don't have to die or drown in all of this. um, just accept that one thing is over and a new thing is beginning, and it's happening simultaneously. Think of this as Uranus and Taurus at the 0 degree. The ending of that old chapter, Uranus and Aries for 7 years, is over. It's officially done. And the beginning of the next chapter, Uranus and Taurus for the next 7 years, is now officially beginning. There's no going back here, but it might be a very tumultuous change for you. And you might be really, really struggling with the change. My feeling is just to, in your most dignified manner, just accept that it's over. Maybe everything has fallen apart. Let it fall apart and then start from scratch. It's okay. Look at life as a whole new world opening in front of you. No shadows, no past. It's all history. It's gone. It doesn't even matter anymore. You are going forward anyway. And you get your own rocket. Angie, I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope you get something out of it. I tried to keep it very loose and fun and open instead of really like too personal. Okay? Thanks, Angie. If it sounded like nonsense to you, please bequeath your reading to someone else, because it might be perfect for them. All right? Oh, good. I saw your note on the screen. You do see the new world. Good, 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 good. Hold on. I got to adjust the Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Angie. I'm going to take a break, people. I need a bit of a break here. Give me a moment. Hold on, here we go. I just need to, let's have a look here.
It was one of those days where everything goes wrong. My hair fell out, my heel broke off. I slept through night alone. I missed the bus tonight. School bus stalker walked me home. I sprayed his face with mace and then he left me all alone. Hey, tonight I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. Hey, you may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. A lot of my relationships, they end up in the ditch. So I'm getting counseling to be in another trouble. The doctors will take care of me. They let me trip and fall. So if you are the man you say you are, you got me closing on. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Massages and manicures, the break-up solutions, the dance, the max, the fancy racks, the empty substitution. What I really need is a man who throws me on my shoulder, takes me naked in the ocean, let me win the world. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Getting tattoos on my ass and up and down my arms could get me into trouble, leaving me rejected. Then again, pretending I'm superior, acting all tender is no guarantee that I will be accepted. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. Tonight, we're gonna dance the stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
All right, give me a moment, people. Give me a moment. I still need a break here. I still need a break. I need a sip of this, and I need to just chill for a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to play a little quickie here. It's called The Bounce. So this is a chance for everybody. Okay, here we go.
This is called The Bounce.
Cheers.
Way out in Tokyo, deep in old Moscow, in some parts of Trinidad, I remember the good times I had. All along the Great Wall of China, on the decks of ocean liners, with the Incas up in the Andes, Let's bounce. I smoked powwow with Geronimo. I've been downtown with nowhere to go. I made peace between the west and east, and I've met beauty and the beast. I swam around the great equator. I started out sooner than later. I've been out to both of the poles, and I know where you don't go to roll. Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Let's bounce.
All right. Okay. All right. That's enough. All right. Very, very important music. All right. I need a little more. Hold on. I saw some notes there. Sorry, Laura. I know you like to stay up to the show at the end, so I'm taking advantage of you a little bit here. Valentina was screaming out. She's got to go to work tomorrow, so it's probably very late for her. So I just let her jump the line. Okay? Hope you don't mind, Laura. I'm not paying, favoritism or anything like that. I'm just trying to be a little courteous and spread the love, have fun as much as possible for everybody. Okay, here we go. So Valentina, you are up. You are up. Chile, you're in Chile. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you say so? Oh my gosh, that's really far away. Lina is from Buenos Aires. Did you know that? So we have a lot of crazy people from crazy places. All right, Valentina, here we go. Jeanette Robbins. Uh-oh, looks like you just arrived. Did you just arrive, Jeanette? You're very late to the show, but I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think I wrote you in, did I? I'm pretty sure that I didn't see you earlier. No, I don't think I did. So there you are. That's you, Jeanette Robbins. There you go. I don't know what you're talking about with toilet paper there, Lena. No expensive toilet paper either. It's good. All right, let's have a look. I'll do one last little shuffle just to be clear. Valentina, please bring in your spirit guides with you. Let's make this a team effort, okay? And we'll go for it. I'm very excited for you, Valentina. Thank you for staying up so late and gracing us with your presence from all the way from Chile. It's fantastic. Did you know that Tarot Lumination used to live in Peru? How about that? But that was long ago. And I've never been to Machu Picchu. Even though people think I'm a highly spiritual person, I just look like some regular dude at a bus stop. There you go. Let's have a look here. Okay, and I did a really big fat cut for you. Hi. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. Let's have a look. What's going on out there? The sun. Kaboom. Well, I know it's probably late at night for you in Chile right now, but the sun is out, okay? My feeling here is that, Valentina, maybe you're one of the lucky ones. Maybe you're naturally born big wave surfer. Okay, let's put it this way. I'm going back to the charts. Remember, these are just doodles, all right? These are just my little doodles. So this stuff is out there right now. This is very, very challenging, and it's been out there. It's in and out, variations on this energy. And we have this as well, okay? So maybe, Valentina, maybe you're just someone who is completely oblivious to all this stuff, and you're just like naturally insanely happy no matter what, okay? It's like even if something horrible happens, you find a way to be happy. Even if something amazing, wonderfully happens to you, you're still happy anyway, and you're grateful. You're extremely grateful because the attitude of gratitude is about the only way that you can get to this level of happiness and joy. This doesn't happen just because of like saying, I want this, I deserve this, I deserve this. This kind of level of happiness and joy is created from the inside out by your own energy. Okay, you create your own happiness from the inside out so that you own it from the inside out. And so, Valentina, this is also a very loud, very, very big message. If you don't believe this, then it's time to start to believe this. It's time to start to believe that you have the right to be happy. You have a reason for being here. You have a reason for being alive, whatever it is. It might be something very simple and precise in just your world, in your place in Chile, and nobody knows about you. You're not a famous movie star or a pop star or a writer, and you're not really rich or famous, or you don't necessarily have tons of money or amazing qualifications and jobs or anything. In a way, it doesn't matter. None of it matters in a way. What counts is being very loving and very happy from the inside out. So all I'm saying here is that it looks to me like you have this anyway, whether you know it or not. But if you don't feel that, it's important to understand that you have the right to be happy, to love and be loved from the inside out in very, very, very simple ways. Okay? And it starts with you. It starts from inside of you. Again, attitude of gratitude. What's the situation? Okay. Are you overwhelmed with work? Yes. You have to get up soon and go to work. Yay. It's the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you're a very diligent, conscientious, hardworking person. And it looks to me that maybe you are consumed by work. Maybe the situation is that maybe you don't have any work. Maybe you don't have the right work. Maybe you're in the wrong job with the wrong people at the wrong place for the wrong reasons. On the other hand, maybe you are in the right place or the right job with the right people for the right reasons. If you are, and it's really good, then that's great. You already have the attitude of gratitude working for you. But this could be very consuming. If you are very seriously out of alignment with this, where you're not finding the work and the satisfaction and the value out of life that you want, that you deserve, even though you're putting all this effort into it, then that's a problem. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles, my feeling is that maybe you're overworking. Maybe you're investing too much, too hard, expecting a lot to happen just because you work hard. Sometimes it's better to work smarter than work harder. You know, you have a physical body, Valentina. There's only so many hours in the day, and your hands and your body and your legs and your mind, they can only do so much. So your work and the value of your work, in other words, all your gifts and talents, how they translate into your life in terms of rewards and money and satisfaction, can only go so far if you think of work in terms of how hard it is. So my feeling here is that it's very, very important to understand your situation, that if you have natural gifts and talents, you like to work or you want to work, and you have the skills and gifts, there's no point in just pushing harder and harder and harder. It's time to It's time to kind of find a way to be happy in your work by possibly working smarter. There's a lot of dedication here, a lot of responsibility, a lot of focus. And maybe you're trying to build wealth. Maybe you're looking for ways to build wealth and stability for a future, for your own future happiness. And that's good. What's the challenge here? Okay. Well, with the Two of Wands, the challenge might be wondering, like, what is my future? Where is my future? Where is my wealth? Where is my good fortune? Where is my happiness? How am I going to get that? Where is it going to come from? Where am I going to go to get it? Do I have to go and get it, or is it there for me already? What am I missing here? What's the problem? What am I not seeing? Okay, so this, for me, as your reader, Valentina, this looks like this is very hard to handle. So if this almost feels like the energy of hopelessness. So if you are feeling that uh, the energy, the possibilities of happiness and success and rewards and hard work that you deserve are not happening, uh, it might be happening. The problem might be that it's inside of you. Maybe, oh, I was talking over here about the attitude of gratitude. You can't have this much joy and happiness inside you unless you already understand and live the attitude of gratitude. But you might be a very good example of a very loving, natural, happy person who does that anyway. But you might have reached a new level where you've discovered your flaws, your weaknesses. And maybe it's like this is, to me, this looks like the energy of somebody who's actually really scared of the future, really, really frightened of the prospects of what's going to happen now. Where is my stability? Where is my wealth? Where is my value? Where is it coming from? How am I going to make that happen? Where is it? Do I have to go and get it? Do I have to work harder? No, I have to work smarter. How are we going to deal with this? Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Well, with the little Six of Cups here, my feeling is that maybe maybe there are opportunities for you in the context of family. Maybe you have people in your world, in your extended family, who really love you and who are very, very good for you, and they want what's best for you. And there's no shame in this at all. Like, some people are very shamed sometimes to have to go to their family for help, for support, for guidance, for love, for shelter, for anything and everything. But it's a very natural thing for a lot of people in this world. Families stick together because you can be very, very strong as a family. Some families are very dysfunctional, but some families, sometimes family members are the best people. Sometimes they're your worst enemies. But from my feeling here is that the way to handle your situation, Valentina, is to understand that you might have a lot of love in your home and your family, that you're not aware of it yet. And it's okay to lean on them, to perhaps even ask for help from your loved ones, your close ones, your family, the people who love you, who are around you. And they want you to succeed. They want you to have a chance for your future. They want you to have a chance to make the best of your gifts and talents for work and money and career and being happy. Like we said in one of the readings earlier, there are certain types of growth and spiritual evolution that can only happen in the context of deeply loving relationships, especially intimate relationships, especially with a soulmate type of relationship, where there's a high level of devotion, dedication between yourself and the other, and between the other and yourself. Okay? No shame in that. It's very beautiful energy. And It looks to me like it's out there. Maybe you don't see it yet. And I'm not saying to bind your happiness to significant others, but I'm also suggesting that some of the most effective, most powerful soul growth and love and healing can only occur in the context of deep, loving soulmate relationships. In other words, like if you go to school and work really hard and you can have an amazing career without anybody else from your soulmate group, that's fine. Some people do that. But in this situation, it looks to me like it would be a really good time for you to turn to your loved ones, your family, the people who love you, uh, and try to look at things like maybe it's time for you to accept a soulmate into your life in order to go forward in this journey. All right, Valentina, I hope this helps. I tried to keep it very, very like a big, big storybook instead of little tiny details for you. And so I hope this helps for you. Thank you, Valentina. So I hope you have a good week. Don't work too hard, work smarter. And don't be shy about accepting the love and support from the people who love you already. Laura, you're up. All right, let's have a look. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, it is a lot of work to do tarot illumination. I will admit it. It's a lot of work. And we're going to do a video about sponsorship, patronage, something called Patreon, because it would really, really help right now. Actually, not just right now, but for the long-term future of tarot illumination, to do something like this, to keep it going. All right, I need another sip. Please give me a moment, Laura. Hope you don't mind. I need more. I need more. I need more. I'm one of those fussy people. I'm sort of high end, as you've probably figured out. And I like my wine, as you've figured out. I'm not a wine buff. This little bottle here, it costs $3. So that tells you a little bit about tarot illumination. But it is an extremely good wine for the money. And I know about these things. So thank you very much. Cheers. Now, I need to relax for a minute, Laura. I want to review the campfire this evening and how things are going. Right now, the embers are very, very hot, and probably most of the food has been eaten already. There's no onion rings left. The relish and ketchup and mustard is pretty much finished. Cornbread is gone. The green salad went a long time ago. The potato salad, in fact, it's all pretty much gone. I hate to cross it out, but we're running short, people. There's still plenty of beer left. There's still plenty of chocolate, thanks to All Sun. Thanks to Lena, we still have plenty of chips. I know you can't live on chips, but there's still plenty there. There's still a few marshmallows. All the chicken drumsticks were gone long ago. There is exactly one vegan sausage left. The iced tea is gone, and Tarot Illumination is holding on to the flask of high-class Scottish single malt whiskey. Thank you very much. So that's the assessment right now. That's where we are right now. Cheers, everybody. Jeanette, I have to tell you, I see you on the screen. I'm already way past burnout. I'm going to do a reading for Laura. Then I have a reading for Compass Starlight, and that's going to be it for tonight. After that, we're just going to hang out and chill for a while. Otherwise, I lose my throat. I lose my voice for a whole week. All right, Laura. So chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to do some shuffling. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Happy-go-lucky. Thank you for that. Good idea. Excellent suggestion. So that Jeanette doesn't feel as though she's missing out. Let's have a look here. Whew. Let's have a look. All right. Laura, gather your things. Get yourself front and center. Bring your spirit guides with you. Gargle. Gargle. Clear the throat. Pick your nose if you have to. Get centered, however you do it. Do a few yoga breath things. Do some stretches or whatever. Just get yourself here, because we're just about to go. Okay, cards are shuffled. Bless this little deck. Bless these cards. These cards have done thousands of readings. Can you believe that? Just one little deck. All right, here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what's going on out there? 7 of Cups. Laura, 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 look up to the heavens. Look up to the skies. Anything and everything is possible right now. We're going through a gateway period. Uranus is in Taurus at 0 degrees. It's highly unpredictable. I mean, I could go on forever about that little point that we talked about, you know. I'll do it again. This thing here, Laura, this little tiny thing here, Uranus and Taurus at 0 degrees, wherever this lies for you, wherever it is inside of you, that's where the magic's going to start happening. It could be weird and wonderful. It could be spontaneous, shocking, exciting, frightening, tragic, bewildering, befuddling, awesome, all of it. And we're just going to tune into the good stuff right now. We're just going to remind you that things are also very challenging, but you can handle that because you're Laura. All right, you're Laura Ellen Smith. So we're going to focus on the good stuff. All right. So with this, the 7 of Cups out there, my feeling is that anything and everything is possible for you right now, Ellen. This question is, what is it you really, really want? What is it that constitutes your dreams? What would be a dream come true for you? Would it be this or this or this or this or a combination of that and that? And it's time to figure that out. To me, this is a very beautiful chance for you right now. This is the time. It's a really good circumstantial energy to daydream, fantasize, do a lot of creative visualization, tune into the arts, think about your music, think about your singing, and all the artistic aspects of your nature, and what is really going on with all that stuff. Allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to wonder, allow yourself to be dazzled, Allow yourself to be the recipient of the healing power of love in terms of divine inspiration coming to you. Like, bring it on. In other words, dear heaven, dear angels, dear spirit guides that belong and hang out with Laura Ellen Smith, please give me some examples of what it would look like to have my dreams come true. Does that mean getting a new guitar? Does it mean getting a better recording studio? Does it mean going on to Fiverr and finding a producer to work with? All of these kind of things. We can talk about that another time. All right, Ellen? Laura Ellen? What's the situation? Okay. Okay, well, with the Page of Wands here, it feels very simple to me. You're already fired up and ready to go, but you don't have a lot of like information or knowledge or exactly a game plan about where to go, what to do, or how to do it in terms of tasting your dreams, capturing your dreams, manifesting your dreams. The intentions are good. The, the, the gifts are there. The drive is there. The passion is there. And it's in some ways you're very lucky to have this because, you know, when you're going after your dreams, and this, it's so easy to feel disappointed and feel like everything gets destroyed when you don't get the dream exactly the way you thought it was going to manifest according to your three-dimensional understandings. So in some ways, it's really good to be open, naive, and innocent and just go for it anyway and then see what happens. See what happens. What is it that heaven is going to drop into your lap? And just go for it. Just see what happens and play with it. Literally like letting yourself become an artist in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't mean you have to be rich and famous or make a career or anything out of it. But to me, it looks like it's an indication that this is a real chance and a time for you to explore the arts and your music and your dreams and your talents in the creative fields. What's the challenge? Okay, to me, this looks like extreme self-doubt, wondering whether you've got it, wondering whether you really do have any gifts or talents at all, wondering if you do have any courage to live as if while you're trying to fake it, while you try to make it. That's all. That's to me. That's all it is here. To me, it looks like you have something. I already know you have something, Alan, because you showed it. By the way, I'm just going to tell everybody on the channel now, on the show, Laura Ellen Smith is a singer-songwriter. She writes beautiful songs. Okay, and it looks like she needs a producer. So if there's any producers out there, that would be cool. My personal suggestion is to look on Fiverr.com and go to the music and arts and creative section and start researching producers who could work for you, because sometimes you need someone to work with at your level because you have a gift, Laura. You have a talent. And even if it just is a hobby, you know, even if it's just a hobby, it can be very, very satisfying to see your own voice come into full fruition. I think some of your songs would really come into full glory with by outsourcing to a producer. And it doesn't have to be very, very expensive either. Okay, so that is a serious challenge. It looks to me like serious self-doubt about whether you can do this, whether you've really got the drive, the gifts, the passion, especially the talent and the inspiration. This looks like potentially extreme shyness, extreme self-doubt. So how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to deal with this? Okay, this is saying very, very loudly, Laura, get your frickin' act together. Seriously. Accept and understand that you are highly, deeply flawed. Guess what? Just like the rest of us. Understand that you are very talented in some ways, in your own unique ways, totally uniquely you. No one else can do what you're doing right now. Sure, there's tons, thousands of singer-songwriters out there, but you are Laura Ellen Smith, okay? All I'm suggesting here is with the Chariot is to understand that it could be just a simple thing as a shift of attitude. In other words, My God, I didn't know it was that simple. Maybe you don't have to have everything lined up for you so that everything lines up for you and then you decide to go for it. It's just the opposite. You decide to go for it. You take charge. You understand that you have weaknesses, flaws, impediments, shyness, perhaps deep sense of inability for anything to come out of this. And but it doesn't matter. You go for it anyway. You take charge. You take full control and ownership and you make stuff happen. You literally make it happen by taking charge of it and by decree. I'm going to make this happen. I am going to do something useful and wonderful and with my dreams and ambitions and desires and my gifts and my talents. Even though I seriously doubt myself, even though I don't know if I really have the gifts or talents at all in the first place. The way to handle it is take control, take leadership anyway, as though you were the next, I don't know. I don't know any pop stars. I don't know anything about pop music. Honestly, I mean, I love music, but I don't really listen to it at all. I have little Terra Lumination songs, and I have lots more that we're going to write and record and produce. But I live in a bubble, and that's just how it is for Terra Lumination. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All I'm suggesting for you, Laura, is you know, if you want to live in your own bubble, but you can share that too. My feeling is like the way to handle this is to grab it, grab this process, see it as a process. Like, okay, number one, get in the driver's seat. Number two, switch on the ignition. Number three, check all the dials and instruments to make sure everything is ready to go. Number four, lock it in. Tune into your dreams, your artistic talents, your gifts, your uh, direct connection to inspiration for lyrics and music and tunes and all of that stuff. Your writing, whatever it is you want to do creatively. Get in tune, like set the radio dial, ready for the trip, and then press on then engage the gears, put it into drive, and then press the throttle and then go. That's how you do this stuff. You don't sit there going, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I don't know. No, you do it. You get in there and you do it in a very methodical way, just like you would go on an amazing road trip where you're the one steering the minivan. All right? There you go. Thank you, Laura. I hope that made sense. I got kind of carried away. I want to tell you, everybody, Laura is a very gifted singer-songwriter. And that's what it felt like to me. That's what the whole reading felt like to me. It's about that subject or anything else that you dream of, sort of like singer-songwriter stuff. Okay? Oh my gosh, I'm wiped out, people. I am so wiped out. Oh man. I'm going to put on a new song. None of you have ever heard this before. I surrender. Oh, how the body craves. Oh, how the heart it aches. Oh, how the soul knows all of this. Feels like you manifested me in ways that match perfectly, answering my own wish for sure. So many lifetimes in the making. This time round there is no faking, no mistaking. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace.
There's no going back, don't even have any maps to our new futures. There's only our next breath. We're so fully committed and so fully engaged, so courageous and fighters to the death. Building bridges from your heart to my heart, forging bonds of honest structure. Our new start, I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. Oh, there's no way around this. Only way out is through. There's no way around this. Open the door to bliss. Only way out is through. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. I surrender. I surrender. My hands are held up high. My knees are on the ground. I surrender. I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. I surrender. My hands are held up high. My knees are on the ground. I surrender. I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace.
It's very hard to read that stuff, isn't it? Thanks, Giggle. I see you. It looks like you're heading out. Good night. Have a good week. Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Precious, for the donation, too. I know it's tough for a lot of us. Hi, Gabby girl. Hey, Gabby girl. Did I get? No, I didn't think I didn't get you. I got Giggle, but I didn't get Gabby. What's going on? Hey, wait a minute. Ich bin so. Hello, ich bin so. I didn't see you earlier. Pardon me. Yeah, Giggle, I got one more reading. It's for Compass Starlight. You know what? Let's just do it like this. And then it's easier for you guys to see it. Villa Blomst. Oh my gosh. I keep missing people. Villa Blomst. Hi, Villa. Hi. Okay, Compass Starlight, you're up. Was this the pity reading? For the last few weeks, every now and we've been having like a pity reading. Like someone, like, who's the most desperate person? You know? Norway! Go Norway! Go, go Norway! One day I'm going to visit Norway. I have a friend from Norway, but she left and she lives somewhere else now. I think it gets very cold there. I'm not very good with dealing with the cold. Sorry. Yeah, Laura. I don't know. I think you got here pretty early, Laura, but we were calling it out. I was trying to get one more reading, squeeze one more reading in for the evening. And so I asked people like, okay, and please be honest. We're going on the honor system here tonight. Please be honest. Who here tonight is the most desperate? So it was Compass Starlight. So there you go, Compass Starlight. You got that reading, I believe, because as far as I recall, this was the pity reading. I don't want to institute this as a regular weekly thing that we're going to do every week. Melstar, I got you, Melstar. Wait a minute, in London, Melstar 78 in London. So 8 hours. London, it's like 10. Wait a minute, it must be like 6:15 in the morning for you in London. Ich bin so. Yes. Sounds like you're from Germany. Ich bin so. Are you from Germany? Yes. The TL. There, guess what? There's someone, I forgot who was it who invented that one? Abby, I don't know if you're still here, but look at this one. Somebody invented this name. I love it. Look at this. I think she invented it. She's a real Lumi Squad. Hashtag Lumi Squad. I thought that was pretty cool. That's us, folks. That's us. So there's the Terra Illumination Love Tribe. And here's another word for it. Lumi Squad. Look at that. Freaking awesome, isn't it? How do you like to be part of the Lumi Squad? How would you like to have a baseball hat or a t-shirt that says Lumi Squad? There you go, Compass Starlight. All right, Compass, we've shuffled enough. Compass Starlight. Well, I'm in Los Angeles. I live right by the beach in Los Angeles. So London is 8 hours difference. Okay. Ich bin so. Where are? Oh, hold on. I'm from Essex. My daughter, boyfriend, and parents are from Essex in England. Well, there you go. Wait a minute, I didn't see. Ich bin so. Where are you from? Where are you? Ich bin so. Where are you? It sounds very German. Yeah, it's very late for Terra Illumination. I'm already wiped out. This is the last reading. After this, we're just going to do silly stuff and hang out. I'm going to drink my wine. I'm going to watch all you crazy people talking to each other on the screen. Vienna. Look at that. Vienna. Oh my gosh. Ich bin so. From Vienna. This is so classy. Did you see that? There was a fantastic movie. I think it was about Sigmund Freud or somebody like that, or you know, one of those famous psychiatrists or something. I saw it on Netflix, and it was based in Vienna. Vienna is a very beautiful city, and there's a lot of very, very smart people there. That's what I remember. And also, when I was a kid, I used to be like a motorcycle freak, and I remember driving through Vienna. I didn't see much. I just remember thinking, oh, there's the city of Vienna. And then I kind of went off into the Alps, and I did crazy, crazy stuff up in the mountains on my motorcycle. And I nearly died several times because I was a motorcycle freak, and I would go way too fast. There you go. Abby, you're still here. Welcome. Okay, I've lost something. Something just happened. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is a stupid idea to have this down below. It's just not working. I'm going to put this over here. Hopefully you can see that. All right, let's have a look. Abby Cicerelli. Wow, we're still doing this. Can you believe this, Abby? We've been going over a year now. Tarot Illumination is still here. Wow. Thank you so much for your support. All right, Compass, you're up. Cards are well shuffled. Please bring your spirit guides into the reading and make it a team effort. All right. I'm going to reshuffle this again. I don't even like this now. I'm going to put this way over here. And I'm going to put this over here. Something like that. Sort of like this. Okay. Happy-go-lucky. Happy-go-lucky. My Virgo-ness. Well, I do have Virgo somewhere in my chart, just like everybody. I will admit it. I am picky. I am very, very picky. Although I do have a kind of an artistic temperament, and I'm okay with things being fuzzy at the edges. That's all right, so long as it's done right, okay? I don't like sloppiness just because it's sloppy. All right. Okay, I gotta shuffle some more. I'm sorry, Compass Starlight. I gotta shuffle some more. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Gather close, Compass. Gather close. Get in really, really tight. Okay, get in really, really tight. Remember, if this sounds like gobbledygook to you, it may be that you're functioning as an instrument, as a channel for somebody else here tonight. Who knows? Let's have a look. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And let's have a look what the weather's like. Okay, let's have a look. The Empress. Wow. Okay, to me, as your reader, Compass Starlight, right now, it feels to me like if you don't understand your own awesomeness, if you're not aware of all the all the bounty that is around you, like the fertility, the lusciousness of nature, all the bounty of nature, all your own natural gifts, your own talents, your own abilities to manifest. It's very, very important that you become aware of this now. Manifestations, very, very important. I feel this is very, very closely associated with Uranus and Taurus. It's time to wake up, wake up, wake up to your ability to manifest in ways that you've never done before. It doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to become insanely rich and become the most, like a front cover supermodel or anything like that. All I'm suggesting is that it's time to like no apologies here. There's no apologies for having so much. No apologies for being wealthy, being abundant, having beauty, having talent, having gifts, having the ability to enjoy them, the sensual beauty of life, the joys of life, the richness of life. This is a time. Like if you're not in this groove, it's time to be in this groove. No apologies accepted. No apologies allowed. Let's have a look. The Fool. Okay, we're going big tonight, Compass. So with the Fool here, maybe you're in a position where you are absolutely deliciously clueless, completely clueless, and that's okay. I think this is going back to the 0 degree Taurus moment. Uranus at 0 degrees Taurus. Again, I'm going to go back to the same little doodle as before. Right now, tonight, we have this beautiful synchronous magic kite. There is a big grand trine, and it's surrounded by these big sextiles here, making it into what people call a kite. I see this as sacred geometry. This is the reason I called the show tonight Sacred Geometry. Like if you look at the title of the show when it comes out on the replay, it's called Sunday Night Live Sacred Geometry. This is sacred geometry, okay? Live right now. And this is about the 0 point of Uranus and Taurus. My feeling here is that you are at a very magical point in your life where anything and everything can happen in terms of manifesting. So it becomes very, very poignant. It's almost like, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? When am I going to do this? Who am I going to do this with? Where am I going to do this? Who, what, when, why, where, how? You don't have to know any of it right now. All you have to do is go for it. Like wherever your heart grabs you, wherever you feel your intuition is taking you in order to manifest and grow and evolve. And the most important thing is what turns you on, what makes you feel really delicious and happy from the inside, what makes you, what do your physical senses tell you? I'm talking about physical things, your body. What are your hands telling you? What are your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your voice, your third eye, your passions? What are they telling you that would really turn you on, that you want and that you deserve and that you have a right to have? Whatever that is, follow it. What's the challenge? Okay. My feeling is wondering if it's even out there. With the 6 of Cups, if this is to do with love and romance, I'm not going to turn this into a love and relationship reading. But if your heart's desire is to enjoy the fruits of a deeply loving soulmate relationship where you get to literally cuddle up with someone that you love and someone who loves you, and you know for a fact inside of you that it's like a soulmate relationship and it's not happening, that's a problem. Maybe it's important to at least realize that maybe you're maybe you, again, this is, to me, it looks like severe doubt whether this exists. In other words, when you watch all these YouTube channels and videos about soulmates and twin flames and everything, is it just a load of BS, or does it really exist? And maybe you don't know. Maybe you want to know. Maybe you think this was what you deserve. This is what you would really like. In other words, maybe you've got everything else in this world except a soulmate relationship. And maybe that's what you really want, and that's the challenge. In other words, you can't make it happen uh, by forcing it. These things would only happen uh, by you kind of having to love yourself more than you've ever done before, because it's very hard to attract that kind of soulmate unless you're already that way to yourself. Think about the laws of attraction in action, okay? So if the challenge is attracting a soulmate or being a soulmate to another person, you have to understand that it can happen and that it does exist, and it happens from the inside out. So how are we going to deal with this extreme sense of doubt here about love and relationship at the soulmate level? Okay, well, we had this card here in another position reading earlier. Somehow or other, I'm not sure how, with Compass Starlight, there's a lot of big cards here. Okay, there's huge cards. Let's put these all over here. Okay, and I'll set this like so. My feeling for you, dear Compass, is that the way to handle this thing is it's time to stop like drifting, just going blind, and allowing yourself to be like floating along with fate. If this is what you truly love and deserve and need and want, and you have extreme doubts whether this is going to happen, then it's time to take charge of the situation and understand that it can only happen from you, from the inside out to begin with. In other words, you're going to have to face anything and everything inside of you that is like your limitations that stop you from taking charge of your life in the way you want it to be. Observe and understand what those things are, and then also take charge and understand of all the power and the gifts that you do have. And then you have to squish them all together. You're a human being. So by definition, you have flaws. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It just means you're a human being like the rest of us. Tarot Illumination is deeply flawed. Most of us here tonight are deeply flawed in some way or another, but we try to play to our strengths. What I'm suggesting here is understand your humanity, understand that you have the rights and opportunities and the environment now to manifest your heart's desire. But it's not going to happen unless you take charge, unless you take charge of the situation and like, okay, I'm just going to use another well-worn Tarot Illumination little chant. This to me is a very, very loud message that it's time for you, Compass, to like live as if. Basically, going into the mirror by yourself on your own and saying this to yourself in a very, very determined, clear, precise manner. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am open to receive. I am ready. I am willing. I am able to receive. Fill in the blank. Love, soulmate, direction, understanding. And then you repeat that. You repeat that. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am open to receive. I am ready. I am willing. I am able to receive. I'm going to take charge of this stuff. I'm going to allow this stuff to happen. I am going to ask for this to happen. And when it happens, I'm going to accept this, allow this, and receive this because I am deserving. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am open to receive. I am ready. I am willing. I am able to receive by decree because I said so. So it is spoken. So it is done. Get it? You get it? All right. I hope that makes sense to you, Starlight. Let's leave it like that for now. I don't have anything left inside me. I'm completely burned out. I'm sorry for everyone else who deserves a reading and wants a reading. I can't help you. You'll have to go to another channel, or you'll have to go to Fritterly or somebody else here on the screen, whoever it is. All right? I'm just clearing the deck, people. I'm not reading anybody else. I'm just clearing the deck quickly. It's very late Sunday night here. And we all have lives to live. We all have futures ahead of us. We all have the past behind us. But right here, right now, with the Lumi squad, ooh, let me put that up again. Where is that? There it is. Look at that. Thanks, Compass Starlight. Thank you so much. All right. Well, that was a laugh. We had a lot of laughs. I had a lot of laughs. Cheers. Last week, we went for 4 hours. We had a crazy marathon. Tonight, it's just going to be like 3.5 hours or something. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start just chilling out, okay, people? Angie, the name of the cards, this is what's called the Rider Waite deck, okay? It's the most common, cheapest deck that you can buy. You can get them at your local head shop. You can probably get them online, wherever you get your stuff. And I use the cheapest, most basic deck. So there you go. All right. I'm alive before the sun just rise. When the sun just rises, I reach out for the skies. Opening my hands to welcome the day. Together the sun's rays home on my head. Let the healing vibrations travel through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word, the sounds of the universe I always heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Moving through the day, rain or accidents arise. Giving thanks to heaven that I'm still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing ones I love. Praying for forgiveness for any damages I've done. The healing vibration
vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard, resonate inside us. Love is the word. Now the day is done and moon is on the rise. My trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon in the now as I reach up for the skies. I command no fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. The healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard, resonate inside us. Love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard, resonate inside us. Love is the word. Love is the word. Love is the word. All right. All right, hold on. Listen, we're going to put a new tune on. So there you go, people. It's a total burnout. We had a total burnout tonight. Everything's gone. It's, what do they call that when they, it's not slash and burn. What's that expression where we destroyed everything. We just completely obliterated the whole thing. It's fantastic. That's the way you do it. It's like when you're holding a party when you're a kid, you don't know you had a really good party until the cops arrive. When the cops arrive, you know you had a great party. So that's kind of where we are tonight, people. I feel like the cops are waiting outside, but we totally burned everything to the ground here. We incinerated everything. All the logs are burned up. We ate all the food. We drank all the booze. We used up all the condiments. We're literally just, there's not even one crumb of chip left. Nothing. It's all gone. Watch this. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's like a sand painting. It's gone. It's completely gone. It was fantastic while it lasted. This is like Buddha Zen stuff here, you know. There you go. So let's just wrap it up, folks. Let's just wrap it up. It's the end of the night.
know we have to go home. I know this is like the school. This is the part where everybody just wants to hang out in the kitchen and have a drink together, and nobody wants to go home because nobody wants to go to work tomorrow. Oh, actually, you don't have to go to work tomorrow. It's Memorial Day. So again, thank all of those who died, all of those who died in service to give us this amazing land that we have today. They call it America. They call it the United States. It's an amazing place. It is a truly amazing place. All right, here we go.
Sing the word, share the word, speak the word, dance the word, sing the word, praise the word, heal the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it out, sing the word, share the word, speak the word, dance the word, sing the word, praise the word, heal the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it out, speak the word, share the word, speak the word, dance the word, sing the word, praise the word, heal the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it sing the word, share the word, speak the word, dance the word, sing the word, praise the word, heal the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it
So there you go, people. There you go. There you go. That was it. We did our little show. What do you know? That was poetry. Don't you know? I'm not a rapper. I don't know how to do that. I don't take enough drugs. I don't take enough caffeine or MDMA or ecstasy or any kind of L-theanine or any stuff like that to make my brain go at that speed. I'm kind of like a little turtle. So anyway, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. As you know, I love doing this stuff for you, and we'll do it again so long as so long as I'm living and I still have the computer and the internet connection. I hope to be able to keep doing this until I drop. Okay? Thank you so much. It's been truly lovely, and I'm glad to see that you're making friends. I'm going to let the screen roll for a little bit. I'm just going to hang out here while you guys all check out and everything. I'm going to top up my beverage, make it front and center. It's now Tarot Illumination time to be with Tarot Illumination and um, leave you guys to your business. Bless you in the week ahead. It's been a pleasure, as you know. I'm just going to see what you nutcases are writing on the screen. What are you doing here? Let's see. Okay, it's basically a whole bunch of good nights. Ich bin so. Good night, Vienna. Good night, Buenos Aires. Good night, Chile. Good night, America. Good night, England. Oh, good morning, England. Good morning, Norway. And all of that good stuff. Alrighty. Thank you so much. Bye bye. It's been a pleasure. Bye bye.